Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of a Church Guys Sports Show. We are back. The break is over. The lights are back on, and now it gets serious. We just wrapped up NBA All-Star Weekend, the celebration, the spectacle, the sneakers, the showmanship. Some loved it. Some hated it. Some said it needs fixing. But here's the truth. All-Star Weekend is the pause before the real pressure begins. It's the last deep breath before the sprint that is the second half of the season. And now the sprint begins. The second half of the season is where the pretenders get exposed, the contenders get sharpened. No more experimenting. There's no more, oh, it's early. Every possession starts to matter. Every road trip counts. Every late game decision gets magnified. The standings are already tight and they're going to get tighter. The margins are thin. Teams that looked comfortable a month ago are suddenly vulnerable. Teams that were counted out are starting to find life. Rotations are going to shrink. Stars are going to be tested. Coaches are going to earn their paychecks. This is the stretch where the identity of the champion shows up. This is the stretch where your depth gets challenged. This is the stretch where championship habits either form or they fall apart. So tonight, we're not just recapping what happened at All-Star Weekend. We're looking forward. Who's ready for the grind? Who's built for a playoff push? Who's about to make a statement before April arrives? Because from here on out, there are no exhibitions. There are only expectations. This is a Church Guy Sports Show, and it starts right now.
The Church Guys! We're live on a podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, Church Guys Sports Show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call the plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the desperate, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score. We gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church Guys Sports Show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. Huh? The Church Guys. We're live on a podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. The Church Guys.
What up, what up, what's going on? It's your boy Bishop D-Lo. It's your boy Bishop L, and we are here. Church Guys Sports Show, you're there, February 17th, 2026. Bishop L's got a new haircut. So, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before we get into that today, we're here. The All-Star break's over. This is an NBA show tonight, because we must set up the second half of the season. There's been a lot of discourse going on this weekend. I've been jumping in some people's comment section this weekend about some things. So we got a lot to talk about tonight as we prepare ourselves. Davey Wright should be on his way. We won't have Bishop J Mac tonight. Bishop J Mac is in Europe. He is currently in Spain doing things, and excited for him to be able to travel. But right now in Spain, what time is it here? It's 8 o'clock at night, which means it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. So he's asleep. He's asleep right now. But we're here, and we're excited to go forward with the Church Guy Sports Show. So, like, share, tag, comment. Let's jump on Bishop Heflin. What's going on? Tesfa, what's going on, brother? Y'all, come on, like, share, tag, comment. Let's get this algorithm going. Let's get into this comment section. So y'all can start off by putting in the comments what your thoughts were about All-Star Weekend, and we'll tackle it. But before we get into All-Star Weekend, I got to find out what's going on with this new look from my brother. Wait, you didn't think we were going to address it?
I'm a new season in my life, y'all. A very, very new season. I
haven't eaten all day.
Been thing, trust me. I recently, and I sent D-Lo the pics because if he wants to address this, then we can. I was going bald. I was going bald, yo. I was starting to look like LeBron James.
You're going to start some trouble. You know, I'm going to start some trouble with them tonight, too, but that's another conversation. We're going to get it. We're going to get into that. Ballard, what's going on? Oh, you made it tonight, Ballard. What's going on, bro?
I have a closing statement about LeBron for Donald Corey Ballard. But
Bishop, what's going on?
At the top of up here in my head, it was balding, yo. It was balding, and
my cousin Christopher says, shout out to the Fresh Cut crew. He's like, rocking one too. So
I was like, you know what? Just go ahead, man. My life is new. My ministry is taking a different shift and a transition and area. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Let's go. Let's go. I recently deactivated my Facebook page because
yes, we did hear about it, Tesla.
And I'm just.
You see this haircut, Keisha?
I'm in a
Do
good,
you see this
happy
haircut?
place. I'm in a good, happy place, and so you know those of you who are trying to get used to this, here's what you do.
Keisha, I already sent you the link. You late as usual. Go ahead, bro.
I can't really do this look like frames, so you just get frames, and you can gift me with some frames. I will never dye the beard black Philly beard. That won't happen. But this is the new me. And trust me when I tell you, y'all are going to love the new me.
Tesla said, all right, back to business. Did not like the All-Star Weekend. It was boring. We're going to get into that in just a second. Keisha said, oh, nah. Y'all better add me. I need to talk to Butler. Well, I already sent you the link, Keisha, so whenever you're ready to pop on in, we're here. And I'm sure your brother will be happy to speak with you on tonight. But let's get into it. So Tesfa says that he did.
Listen, she's my sister.
Yep. What'd you say?
Sister.
Yeah.
Artel likes it.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. I mean, ain't nothing else to talk about after that. So, Bishop,
I'm experiencing a little bit of a delay. It's the end of that.
There's a little bit of a delay. Were you at home? You home right now, or so you probably have to do what you have to do at the office and reset the Wi-Fi, because we be forgetting at home. You still have to do that every couple of weeks. You got to reset your Wi-Fi, even at home. Keisha's here.
This Wi-Fi hasn't been.
Hold on. I was in my bed.
Reset it.
I was resting. And then I logged on to see my brother. Who
Fine. This nigga.
in the helicopter
In the helicopter.
told you to cut your hair?
The Lord
Yo.
told him.
D-Lo, would you post the pictures? Post the pictures, D-Lo. I sent the photos.
You ain't sending to me? Exactly.
You know what?
There it
You
is.
gotta give me a second. I gotta get the
There
photos
it is.
uploaded.
There it
Upload the
is.
photos.
There it is.
But go ahead, Keisha,
You
keep
know,
talking.
D-Lo, you know what I found out about my brother? You know what I found out about Butler? He going into this new phase in his life, and there's this newness about him. And it seems like to me,
Come on, talk it.
Wait. Wait, we gonna church it? Okay, all right, I hear that.
there's a newness about my brother, and I don't think the people are ready for my brother. I don't really think they're ready for him. I don't think they're ready for the music that's about to produce. I don't know. It's different. And now that you ain't got no hair,
The album that's dropping is getting ready to be. The album is really crazy. D-Lo, you heard it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I've already heard it. I'm ahead of the curve.
Look,
This is what the top of his head was looking
Come
like,
on.
Keisha.
you had a good way to cover that up. Cause
Yeah,
I
Nah.
The waves
Nah.
wasn't waving no more.
never seen that. Maybe
Yo,
because I ain't gonna
my
see it.
bubble-
I'm
That's
not
good.
6'7".
That's what I say.
I
That's because
can't
the
see
nigga
that.
6. That's what I say. That's the nigga 6'4". You couldn't see the top of his head.
I couldn't see that. None of us will be able to see that.
You can see it when I sit down. You can see it like if I'm preaching and I put my head down. You can see it. But here's the main thing, y'all. I knew it was there, and I'm gonna be completely transparent with y'all, and our viewers. It was starting to tamper.
Ah,
It was starting to tamper my confidence, and as a result, I was like, nah, my confidence back. I gotta take. Like,
you got it.
I was starting to become way too conscious about it. I was starting to become. Trip to the barbershop was a debate and a deliberation on whether I should cut it off.
How to cover it
I'm
up.
starting to look at it up if I'm gonna do what's the unit, like all of that stuff, and I'm like, come on,
No unit.
I know
No
that heck
unit.
you wasn't doing
No
no
unit.
unit.
Yo, I had a
We've
dream.
seen what happened to a lot of people's units.
You see, you know, I mean, like,
units
yo,
punched off in boxing match.
Artel takes her precious time doing our laundry, and so now when they put the fibers or all that stuff, it's like, come on, enough is
you ain't
enough.
no time with
yo.
that.
I had a run. I had a good run.
Over 50 years. Can't ask for more.
I had a good run, yo. I had a good run, and so now pop back out.
Let it go.
New photo shoot, new album, new Facebook page. Everything's new.
New Facebook page.
Yeah, he done deactivated his Facebook page.
You blocked me?
I went to go tag him for tonight's show, and it wasn't there no more. I said, this nigga done deactivated his page. 'Cause I knew he didn't block me. I'm like, this nigga done deactivated his Facebook page.
Nobody is blocked, and trust me, everybody page. I just need to get it back down to 5,000 because the other 2,500 are looking at my page and screenshotting and then talking about it amongst their friends. And come on, we're done with that. We're done with
Lurkers.
that.
I thought about doing that too.
Nobody that does deserve the new L, and Facebook allows you
I like this
to have
energy.
people for free.
I like this.
Nobody gets
energy.
that.
Well, I'll sit with you one day next week, and we'll do an exclusive interview. But right now, let's get back to sports, because the people are tuning in, and this is what they came for tonight.
And I'm glad. And I'm glad. I am glad Key is here. You have something to say about your boy.
All right, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I ain't
I
staying
got
on
something
for
to say
too
about
long,
this.
We're
but
talking All-Star Weekend right now. Tesfa says he did not like the All-Star Weekend because it was boring. Now, Ballard has a different take. He can't stay on long because he got to get up early for work. He says he likes the new NBA All-Star format, and they really played ball. I don't think Anthony Edwards should have won the MVP. Okay. I think Wemby should have gotten it. Well, Wemby was on the losing team. They never going to give
he
it
was
to
on a losing team,
They
so he
never going to
wasn't
give it
gonna
to the
get
guy
it.
on the losing team.
I thought you know basketball.
Although I will say, okay, you're not gonna start that, Keisha. You and Ballard be going at it all the time now. You
took
have
the words right out of my
taken over. You've taken over from J Mac as Ballard's new main antagonist, because that used to be J Mac. Now it's you. Now it's you. And shout out to J Mac, who is currently out in Spain doing his thing. Excited for
Having a
Bishop
concert.
Miguel's, having the time of his life right now. I ain't mad at it. That's what you're supposed to do when you retire. That's what you're supposed to do. Travel, go enjoy yourself.
Indeed.
That's what you're supposed to do. I ain't mad at him at all.
True
Victor
indeed.
Wembanyama or maybe Kawhi. Again, Kawhi was on the losing team. So Kawhi, even though that second game, Kawhi went nuts. But
He did.
that's another conversation. Well, that's part of the conversation. And we'll get deeper into that as we continue to go on. Q the Prophet. What up, y'all? What's going on, Q? Mike McFadden. Ain't seen you in a while. My brothers. My sports caller voice, first time, long time. Dunk contest was trash. Bring the white boy back. You talking about Mac McClung? We got to talk about that because I agree. It's time for the dunk contest to go away. But,
Everything go away.
No, I'm not going to say everything, but the dunk contest needs to go away. Butler done came on. George, I sent you the link too. If you got time, pop on. Pop on if you got a minute. But Butler done came home. Hilarious. Q has noticed the new haircut. The Butler has joined the Ball Brothers Commission. Yes, he's with us. And again, Victor says, "Welcome home." Q said your Zucchetto was covering.
The Zucchetto is what killed it.
He said the Zucchetto is what caused it. He said that's the whole.
where the bald was. It was.
Mike McFadden said that's the old Baptist preacher hair look. Hilarious. Y'all are funny tonight.
Y'all trend lately on my brother.
He's like, okay, Pierre said I
worse.
like the All-Star format because it forced him to be competitive. I'm not going to say the format did it, but I'm going to get into that in just a second. It was one guy who forced it.
You know what, Dino? Let's go. Let's really talk about All-Star Weekend. Let's open the show with All-Star. Let me say what I need to say
Absolutely.
about
I
LeBron.
just wanted to get everybody's comments in so we could get on it. And we could just get into the
And let me-
conversation.
About LeBron, because I need to say about LeBron.
Well,
Say it right
Keisha's
now.
on.
Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm here because I ain't gonna
Test-
stay too long.
Test
Go ahead.
facade, as long as you wasn't getting that barber spray to cover it.
Say what you need to say because I ain't gonna stay on too long. Go ahead.
Q said, new, everything new. That's right, sir. Everything new. Woodall is just like, wow. That's what I said, Bishop, when I saw it.
Butler,
There it
go
is.
ahead.
Anthony Edwards. Keisha,
Because
I
I ain't gonna stay on too long.
I produced this show. I produced this show. I produced this show.
We
Okay.
see the comments.
But and again, I'm gonna produce the show. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you need to calm down. Bring it in, Keisha.
And you need to stay on. You ain't got
I
nowhere to
got
go.
yes.
Stay on.
You ain't got nowhere to go. You had your date on.
Oh, D-Lo.
Yes, I'm going there. Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there. Why I can't just be with friends? You know what? We'll have this conversation later. As your brother, we're gonna have this conversation.
Yeah.
Later. I'm not gonna
Wow.
do this on TV right now. I'm not gonna do this on TV.
Wow.
We're not gonna do it. Anthony Edwards definitely deserved the MVP. Tesfa said, "Give us back East versus West. Make the three. We're gonna get into that. I feel you on that." Tamika Kanye said, "You look young, Uncle Robert." Denise is like, "All right." Ballard said, "I know the MVP goes to the best player on the winning team, Miss Keisha Carter, but I'm talking about individual player, and Wemby set the tone of it all. We're gonna get into that. Start incorporating some of the
I don't think
WNBA
they
stuff.
do that.
Tesfa, they're never gonna do 1v1, and somebody said it this weekend, and we're gonna talk about that as well. Willie, he's joined the group. He's joined the group, Willie. He's one of us. Welcome to the club. Everybody is
Let me say
welcoming
this.
L
Let me-
to the Ball Brothers Club. Go
Yeah,
ahead, L.
let me say this. I don't tone. You don't set the tone.
But his energy did set the tone, though.
And what part though?
at the beginning of that very first game, because when that game started, again, I'm sure Keisha's gonna have a problem with the take I'm about to make, but I feel like Luka and Jokic should not have played, not because they're not great, but they're both coming back from injury, so they were not going to give 100% effort, and they didn't.
I didn't think they played that much, didn't they?
They did.
They
No,
didn't play. No, they didn't. Right?
They played the first 5 minutes of the first
Yeah.
game and didn't play at all in the world's second game.
But
So
D'Lo, who was they were going to like? Who else was they? You
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
again, that's the difficult part because they were already missing Shea. They were already missing the Greek Freak as well. So, but I just feel like if you're not 100%, you tell the league, yeah, I know y'all are trying to ramp things up to make it more competitive. I can't give you 100%. I can't give you 80%. So if that's what you're looking for from us, just I'm rehabbing. Again, Jokic is 2 weeks back from an injury. So
Yeah.
honestly, I didn't even expect him to play. The fact that he was out there, I was like, oh, he must be feeling good. But then once I saw him play, I'm like, no, he's not feeling good. So why is he out there? But
Is that why Giannis didn't play? I didn't know the reason why he didn't play.
Giannis is injured. Yes, Giannis is injured.
Okay.
Giannis is injured. Giannis is nursing an injury. Victor George Smith is in the building.
Greetings and blessings to you all.
Grace and peace, dear sir.
Bishop, we welcome you, sir.
Welcome up to the crew. Welcome up to the
We
crew.
welcome you.
My brother got that oil.
Listen,
Right.
all you need is
We
this
gonna
one-
get there, Bishop Woodall. We gonna get there.
all you need is one of these, my brother.
The Fade King.
The
That's all you
Fade
need.
King.
I will forever be in the barbershop because the barbershop is have my therapy sessions. And
I said the same thing too.
Well, the WNBA players test,
but I'm not-
one
I'm
v
just
one
not
in
doing it.
Unrivaled, so that's not even a
I
WNBA
mean,
thing.
I gotta make sure.
But didn't they
this
try
gotta be
that
right.
last
I
year
gotta
though?
make sure I get
D'Lo
paid.
with the what you call 3-point shooting.
No, they
Right?
didn't. No, they didn't do 1v1. They've never done 1v1, and they're never gonna do 1v1.
Oh, 1v1.
As we wait for
Okay,
Bishop.
wait. I got it. I'm sorry. You said
Yeah.
a 1-on-1. Okay.
Willie Green agrees. Wemby really did come out playing hard, and you're a guy that's 8 feet tall, like El said. But yes, an 8 foot tall guy can set the tone with his energy, because it made everybody else have to kind of like, oh, that's what you do. Because it did start off a little bit slow, and Wemby was like, nah, I'm trying to roast y'all. I think he hates everybody in that locker room, but that's another conversation.
Wow.
Right, George? I see the look on your face, George. I think he hates
Wow.
everybody.
Wow.
You didn't see Yogi's laughing at him? He was like, dog, you brought a book to the All-Star game? He was like, yeah, I read before every game. Boy, Yogi just laughing at him.
Right. So he hates everybody in that locker room.
Oh, yeah.
Wemby wants to win, and he went out there trying to win. Pierre said, I don't think it would have made a difference. The American-born players had a chip on it. No, they didn't. They didn't. Until Wemby came out there and started splashing and blocking shots off the glass and swatting people into the third row. That's when they turned it up and said, okay, I guess we're going to have to play and actually do something. Obi-Wan K. Baldy's hilarious.
1v with
Victor Wembanyama carried the world team by himself. Yo, the way he spazzed on Cat on that game-winning shot for dropping down to help and leaving Scotty Barnes open for that three, Wemby was pissed.
That boy was mad.
He was pissed off. Overseer Hendricks says, what did Butler do to himself? He cut his hair off. Tesfa says, Wemby is a competitor. I like that
I think
about
he
him.
really came to play.
I mean, Tesfa, I wouldn't say it's a 90s b-ball mentality, but it is a competitive mentality. It's a
You gotta be
mentality.
stretching.
It's a mentality that says, you know what? Yes, it is a showcase for the fans.
I
yes,
agree,
and that's
I agree.
I think the fact that it's a showcase
Inspector
for the fans
Gadget.
is important. But it does not mean that we can't go out there and give them a real show. And Wemby was bent on giving the people a real show on that weekend. And
That's yeah.
I appreciate that.
I agree. I think he really wanted to give a show. He really came out there to play.
Yeah,
They called the playoff the tip.
right, exactly. They came to
doing?
play. They came to play,
Yeah,
and you can't be mad at that. Like I said, I absolutely love that, and I'm like, okay, listen, I'm not expecting anybody to go out there and be hip checking people and swatting them out of the air, but I like seeing Wemby block some shots. I enjoyed watching Cade Cunningham blocking shots at 6'4", meeting people at the apex, at the rim, and actually blocking shots in an all-star game. Effort. That's all we've asked for. And that's why, for me, that aspect of it was a success. Do I like the format? I'm okay with USA versus the world. Let me say that. Ideally, I would love for them to go back to East-West. But I'm okay with USA versus the world. But let's do it for 4 quarters. Let's do the whole game. Let's do it for a whole game. Let's do
That's
a full.
too long, though, D-Lo.
No, it's the All-Star game. Each roster has 15 players on it. You got enough bodies for 48 minutes.
I think we're asking too much out of him.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think I really would want that, D-Lo. I think it would be boring after a while.
Once you perfect the menu and the recipe, just let that junk cook for a couple years and let it sit.
Yeah, I think it would be boring, D-Lo. I get what you're saying, but I feel like it would be boring. I think I would turn the channel.
Because I'm really tired of. My issue is I'm tired of Adam Silver hyper focusing on things that don't require hyper focus.
Agreed.
And it's almost giving him an excuse.
Waiting for El to come back so he can make his statement to Keisha.
It's almost giving him an excuse to focus on this instead of focusing on why the officiating is not getting better.
Yes.
And why?
Yes. Yes.
And
the officiating has been awful this year.
Why are we brawling every night in the NBA now?
You got a black screen, El.
You're brawling in the end. Everybody's brawling in the NBA now. That's not acceptable. But you sitting there trying to figure out if we're gonna play on the moon. No, get this junk ready.
Right.
So
don't worry about expanding into Europe right now. That's not important.
Right.
I agree with you. That's not important right now.
Exactly. That's what's important right now is getting this stuff right, getting the calls consistent. Stop letting, I'm just using names, stop letting Lou Dort be able to tackle people, but on the other end.
You're not wrong. You say you just use a name, but you're not wrong.
Stop letting Lou Dort
he's one of them. He's one of them.
And then on the other end, you know what I'm saying, somebody gets touched, and then you want to be, they got to stop complaining. Like, stop letting Dylan Brooks push people. Stop letting Draymond Green be able to talk to one referee for 15 minutes straight
and not get a technical.
Foul. And somebody raises an eyebrow, somebody else, they teed up. Like, you gotta work on them consistency. Them consistencies.
You're absolutely right.
I agree 100%.
Ella's back, and the superintendent, David Wright, joins us. Jason Hendrickson says, what do you guys think about the league bringing in the 4-point shot? I don't think that's necessary.
Absolutely not.
I don't think that would be necessary for the league to do something like that. The 3-point shot isn't. Look, they already take too many threes as it is.
Right?
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine everybody?
No, that would be horrible.
First of all, let me the dunk contest has been compromised because
there are no more dunkers, right? There are no more dunkers.
Threes. Ain't nobody dunking no more. That's one of the reasons why the dunk contest has been compromised.
But you remember 20 short years ago, 20 years not a long time, 20 years ago, the 3-point contest was the afterthought of All-Star Weekend. Now it's the dunk contest because everybody, and it's already been declared because Dame already shared the text message. He reached out to Steph. Steph, Clay, and Dame are going at it next year. The 3-point shootout. They have already declared for the 3-point shootout next year.
Dame trying to get number 4. Dame trying to get number 4.
They, in fact, his exact words were, "Let's me, you, D-Book, and Clay go out here and see who the real best shooter is."
But you see how that go, D-Lo? Those are all stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ain't no stars in the dunk contest. I didn't know who these people were. And it's all LeBron's fault. Because LeBron, he's a star that would not go in the dunk contest like Kobe did, like Jordan did, like Dominique did, even like Zach Levine and like Aaron Gordon. LeBron, he does a dunk contest. I don't want to bother Keisha because I don't want to.
You just did. You done ripped the Band-Aid off. You went right to it.
Oh, LeBron ruined the dunk contest for y'all. Just him by himself. Oh.
Or he can put Bronny in there. Put Bronny in.
Oh.
Well, let's talk LeBron James.
Here we go. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Oh.
Because
should we give you the screen, Al? Should we give you the screen?
You can.
Give him the screen.
Give him the screen.
Give him the screen.
Oh Lord.
His fans, LeBron James fans, give him a pass on everything. On everything, they give him a pass, and people spend thousands of dollars to attend All-Star Weekend just to see him. And every criticism gets dismissed with look how much LeBron has done for the league. But what exactly has LeBron James done for the league? From my perspective, he helped to normalize the era of strategic stacking. When he joined the Miami Heat, the competitive balance shifted. When he returned to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he helped assemble another powerhouse. It reinforced the blueprint. At one point, we were watching basketball just because LeBron was playing. I remember watching that live high school game on ESPN in awe. So granted, he's a superstar. But once the stacking started, and this is where the issue comes in with the majority of the fans, when he started stacking teams to become a champion, you were unable to become a champion on your own.
Oh my gosh.
Stack
no.
teams. Come on, Key. Let me finish.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm
not doing that.
Keisha, I will give you a chance to rebut. You have to let him finish. Let him finish.
Get out of here. Let him finish. We can't be on the same topic.
Keisha, let him finish.
Turn her mic off.
I'll do it for you.
Once the stacking started, it stopped the feeling. It stopped feeling like competition and started feeling like orchestration. Now, let's be clear. He's an all-time great. Definitely. A once-in-a-generation athlete. The size, the IQ, the longevity, the versatility, we may never see that package again. He is a human NBA Live, NBA 2K player. But greatness and selflessness are not the same thing. And to me, he has always seemed more invested in protecting and enhancing his own personal legacy. Preserving his own personal legacy than preserving the competitive purity of the league. Playing deep into a year 20 plus, chasing another ring feels like less than love for the game and more like resume management. And if you love the game, you honor the full grind. Playing 50 out of 82 games when you're not seriously injured sends a message whether people want to admit it or not. Great player, absolutely. Transcendent talent, without a doubt. But as someone who has loved this game longer than LeBron James has been alive, I struggle with how he treats the institution that gave him everything. This institution gave him everything. Without the fans, without the league, without the platform, there is no global icon. Without that Jerry West logo, there is no LeBron James. We don't have him. He would just be a kid from Akron, Ohio. The same kid who once had a Hummer in high school that raised eyebrows because it symbolized potential before proof. He had a Nike deal before proof. The league turned that potential into this power. The fans turned that talent into the legacy. And that's why the way he handles the league matters to some of us.
And Michael Jordan touched booty. What's next?
The
I
doors
don't
of the
know.
church show. Okay, so
I just
wait,
have
before
one
we get started,
question.
before we get started, I want to say firstly that was very eloquently put. So I want this debate to remain tactful.
Yeah, he was reading.
And he wrote it out. Yeah,
He wrote it out.
Oh, I wrote it out.
He
with
wrote his
every
thoughts out,
intent.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But
First of all,
I want to highlight. I want to highlight.
hold
the
on,
fact
D-Lo,
that-
hold on, D-Lo, hold on. To just give you a disclaimer. I am a professional writer.
There's nothing wrong with you writing it out. There's nothing.
Absolutely.
Listen, you wrote your thoughts out. I do that from time to time. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We preachers, we do that. That's what we do.
I write it and read it so that I am perfectly clear.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and that's why I said, because you took the time to actually think it through, and what you posted and what you stated had a lot to do with, quite honestly, on a lot of levels, factual things. Look at me, George. For how you want to see them through the lens you see them is up to you. But he did not say anything that was not a fact in terms of the things that have marked. No, in terms of the things that have marked LeBron James's career, I'm talking about the actual events that he mentioned. Now, again, whatever lens you see them through is absolutely up to you. But we can't say that they're not. We can't say that they were not factual statements.
Can I dispute one of the facts right now, please?
Go ahead,
How many times did LeBron play 50 or less games in the NBA?
Please tell me.
That was an opinion. That was an opinion. That is incorrect. That is incorrect.
Okay.
But I viewed that as an opinion.
But you just said facts, so I just wanted to know.
I said that a lot of the things were facts. So George, you are absolutely right. That particular thing was not a fact.
So that's the only thing you got.
That's not the only thing I got.
I'm done addressing the sermon that I refer to as vain babblings. You guys.
Okay. So 60. So let's take 50 away. Let's take 50 away and let's give him 60.
Give him 60.
We don't have to do that. You know I can pull the numbers, so that's not a problem.
No,
Davey,
you can't be. Now, listen. My brother Bishop, he is articulate, but there has to be a level of fact checking. There can't be any holes. When you write roots, it has to be roots. Now, it can't be no mistakes in there. So I shouldn't be able to find a mistake off the rip, off of that statement. Very articulate. But I'm gonna let you guys continue. Keisha, I'm sure you have much more to say. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a LeBron fan.
We talk about this all the time, George. This has been talked about in the chat way before. Butler goes up and down. He's in all in his emotions all the time. So I don't be paying Butler no problem. No attention.
Narrative, because we could blame LeBron for everything, but nobody haven't made mention of the fact that Nikola Jokic played like 6 minutes Sunday. And nobody said boo.
I did.
Nothing wrong with the
George.
No, D-Lo just said that.
No, George. I did.
I took him before you came on.
And Luka to task before you came on.
He did say that.
I did.
He did
I
say
took
that.
him and Luka to task.
Luka is fresh off a hamstring industry.
No, I said that about both of them, and that was my point. My point was, if you're not healthy, then you should have told the league this is not a good idea for me, because if Wemby's been saying for 2 weeks he planned to play hard, and others have been saying they be playing. If you weren't going to be able to do that, which is fine, because you got to be ready for the second half, you go to Adam Silver and say, yeah, this might not be a good year for me to participate because I'm coming back from this injury. But to come out and not give effort for the 5 minutes you're in, you can't do that. You can't do that when everybody else around you is playing hard. You can't do that.
The prevailing consistent thought among the NBA media, talking heads, and community is that everything is wrong. Well, not everything. That's putting too much on it. That the majority of things are wrong with the All-Star game, and it's all directed back to LeBron James, or it's all.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
And it's a very unfair narrative that is stuck with them for some reason. I don't get it, and it needs to be addressed. I'm glad you said it because there's a lot of people that stand on business and say it. So I mean, I'm neither here nor there.
Well,
I
let me
just
ask this
preach it.
question. Let me ask this question.
Yes.
When you are the face
Yeah.
of the league, when you are the go-to person when it comes to the personality of the league, when you are coming into the league self-proclaimed as the chosen one, when you are
That
in the
was
league,
Well,
self-proclaimed. That was
hold
a
on,
he
let
tattoo.
me,
didn't proclaim himself the chosen one.
He didn't
He
proclaim
okay,
himself.
he proclaimed himself the king, but
the
he did not
king,
proclaim himself the
the
chosen one.
king,
No.
when you are coming into the league as
It's just a
the
tattoo he has.
self-proclaimed the
Jason said, "Wait, is
king,
he reading this?"
the king, you are the king. He's been called the chosen one. Do you not have some kind of a responsibility to maintain the level of competitiveness as it pertains to every aspect of the brand? Because granted, we understand that the All-Star game is just the All-Star game, but basketball is a competitive sport.
Jason, stupid.
And at the point that it's a competitive sport, don't you have a responsibility to maintain the integrity of the brand?
So what Butler? I'm confused.
I'll answer
I,
him. I'll answer him.
okay, go ahead,
And then I'll
George.
let you
Go
go,
ahead.
Keisha.
Go ahead.
It's like this. It's like because it's true. It's true. We can't say, "Oh my God, he's 41" when he dunks on somebody, and then says, "Oh my God, he's 41" when he calls out. That shouldn't be fair. If he's on the
I
court,
agree with that.
he's on the
I
court.
absolutely agree
So
with that, George.
I'm cool.
I'm about fairness, and I agree
I'm
with that. I
so that's
absolutely agree with
fair.
that.
So
I
that's
absolutely
fair.
agree with that.
So, but what isn't fair is that why should he in year 23 still have to hold that mantle when there's been two decades of players that have come behind him where some of them are better than him at this point in his career? When is it time? Because when is it time for him to just stop being the biggest name? He's the biggest name in sports, but he's not the best player.
George,
That,
because
He's
in
not.
that's
year
He's
not
not.
going to
What?
stop
He's
until
not.
he
George,
retires.
because in year nobody
What
listen to
you're
me.
talking about?
No
What you're
one is
hold on.
talking about year
I'll let you ask.
23, dog.
I'll
We're
let
not
you
talking
ask.
about
I'll
year
let you
23.
ask.
We respect year
I'll
23.
let you ask me though.
We
I'm
respect because
answering.
but nah, because
The
what
mantle of
you're
the
doing
mantle
exactly
of
what I
face of
said. You're
the
doing exactly
mantle
what I
of face of
said
the
at the
league.
beginning of my statement. You're giving him the pass. Nobody
I'm
is
not.
saying that LeBron. I'm not listen to
Well,
me.
let me let me let me
When
let
you
me. I'm not
41
giving.
years old
I didn't
playing
give
in
him a
year
pass.
23,
I
when you
didn't give him a
41 years
pass.
old playing in year
I
23,
did not give him a
kudos
pass.
to you. My
All I
issue
said
with
was
LeBron is
the
my issue with
mantle.
LeBron is that the problem that happened
You
did
can't
not
ask a
happen.
question and not like the answer when I'm trying to
The
respond
problem
back.
that happened did not happen in year 23,
It
George.
happened
The
in year
problem that
5.
happened in year 10.
What happened? What happened in year 10?
That's in year 10 and year 11 of the All-Star game. That's
What
when
happened?
LeBron started not taking the game serious, and he
What
set a
happened?
precedent.
Give
So
me something
LeBron set a
specific.
precedent, bro.
So
He set a
so
precedent.
so
And
LeBron
the rest of the
in year,
league, the rest of the league
I
that
need
looked
a
at
Wow.
specific
LeBron, because
instance.
once you in the league after 5 years, you considered an OG. Let's just keep it a
I
buck.
need a
When you
specific
in the league
instance.
after
so
when you in the league
How
after
did
5 years, you're
How
considered
did
a vet.
LeBron ruin the NBA in a freaking exhibition game that don't count for jack?
in all
It
What do
don't
you
give
fairness,
mean
you
it
home
don't
court. It don't give
bragging
you.
rights?
It don't
It,
give
it mean a
Competition.
lot
you
to the
that
fans. It mean
It
a
means a
all
lot
the
to
lot to
the
the
history
fans.
fans.
of the All
And
Star game. The first three quarters of the All Star game is Harlem Globetrotters, alley oops, dunks, 3-pointers from the 3-point line. We get to the fourth quarter, it gets close, then we start balling. Right? Right. So when did he ever get to a fourth quarter and say, I'm not playing no more? Exactly. So to make that point and bounce off again, and Keisha, you got it from here. Y'all can still keep these fake narratives if y'all want to. But the best player in the league should be the face of the league, and that person should have that mantle at this point. LeBron is not the best player in the league.
I wanted to speak to that point.
Best player in the league should be the face of the league, should have that mantle and take that. Just because nobody has stepped up and taken it, that's not his fault.
Actually, I hate to disagree with you, George, but on that point, I have to, because when you think about it, listen, because again, we're being fair. You know, this isn't a LeBron versus anybody thing. When you think about it, LeBron is in his 23rd season. He did not actually become the face of the league until Kobe Bryant retired. When you think about it, if you think about it, as much as he has been marketed big since high school, he was not the face of the NBA until there was a retirement of the previous face of the league. So my point is
recollection of Kobe in the league.
No.
People didn't like Kobe when he was in the league.
But he was the face.
Whether or not they liked him, he was the face.
He wasn't. You have to be likable to be the face, and he wasn't a face no more. Kobe He was on a horrible Lakers team.
You don't have to be on a good, but you don't have to be on a good team to be the face of the league.
But I've heard so many times, not just from people that we listen to, like Stephen A and them, they all have said that when LeBron James came in, Kobe literally, his face was disappearing as the face. It wasn't. It was slowly but surely disappearing.
Right, Keisha, but he was still the face at that time, right?
But it wasn't to the degree of what you're explaining. I will say that it wasn't to that degree.
I didn't give any degrees. I just said he was still the face, and LeBron didn't completely come into being the face of the league until Kobe actually hung him up.
No,
D-Lo. Come on, D-Lo. We can't go that far. We can't.
Well, let me say
can't
this.
go that
Okay,
far.
If you're not going to make that concession, then what you're doing is proving L's point.
The love for Kobe, the love for Kobe.
I'm telling you are.
The love for
I tried to give you grace there.
After he passed away. Had it not been for him passing away, the love for Kobe grew because of that more than anything.
It did grow more. But you guys are equating likability with the person who puts butts in the seats. Because whether you're a polarizing figure or not, you can be the face of the league and not be the most every hero origin story needs a villain. The villain can be the face. And I agree. At one point, Kobe was the villain. That doesn't make him any less the face.
He was not the face of the league then.
You don't have to be on a winner to be the face.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Being the face is about who is the marketable star. Because even on a 12th seed, that arena was sold out. Even on a 12th seed, the NBA on TNT, the NBA on ESPN was still playing 35 Laker games a year. If that's not the face of the league, who is?
I opened my statement by saying LeBron fans give him a pass. And this is what happened.
Because your statement is incorrect. I don't understand.
If the league is still giving the team that I'm on 35 national games a year, even though, how am I not the face? I'm a 12th seed. We're 27 and 55. But I'm on national television 35 times a year.
Lakers, that's not Kobe. That was never Kobe.
By that same contrast.
Because even when the Knicks were down, remember when the Knicks were down bad? Y'all still played on Christmas. Y'all was still the first Christmas game. And y'all team sucked.
Again,
you had to watch out first on Christmas.
Right. You had to watch the Knicks first. How many other national televised games did the Knicks have, though? How many other nationally televised games did the Knicks have?
But y'all still had the first.
No. Answer the question, George. How many other national, beside Christmas, how many other nationally televised games did the Knicks have? Unless they were playing like the Lakers or Celtics. because those were marquee franchises. I will give you that. The Lakers are a marquee franchise. But then there have been years since Kobe retired before LeBron got to LA that their numbers dwindled in terms of what they were being shown on national TV because the face of the league was no longer there. It was no longer there. The face was now in Cleveland, or it was in Miami, or it was moving to LA.
Wasn't nobody tuning in to see Swaggy P. We weren't watching the league.
Nobody was watching D-Lo. Nobody was watching D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell didn't get 35 games a year on national television because he was a Laker.
I'm just letting you know it wasn't a Kobe thing. It was a Lakers thing. Kobe became lovable at the end. He was never doing post-game shows. He was never showing up on NBA on TNT.
All of that is absolutely true. But you're talking to somebody whose degree is in business and marketing, so I understand how they view the base. It's not about what they did on the court. It's not about their likability. It's about who's going to sell tickets and who's going to put eyeballs on my TV. That's what makes you the face or not. And that's why nobody's been able to wrest it from LeBron. Because quite honestly, and I'm not even going to put it all on LeBron, what I'm going to say is quite honestly, the personalities of this generations of players absolutely sucks. As much as LeBron might drive people crazy with some of his antics, he has a gregarious personality that people love. So he's going to be talked about. And to agree with L, he has carefully curated that image to keep himself in that position.
LeBron is going to stay the
hate it or love it. It's carefully curated. It's carefully curated.
And also, can I dispute another misnomer?
And he's okay. And nothing. And all respect to LeBron, he's okay with being the hero or the villain. He don't care as long as you're talking about him. And that's fine. He has mastered marketability. I'm not mad at that at all.
The other misnomer from the Bishop's diatribe that super teams started in Miami in 2011.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I harken back to a time where I saw teams with Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, and different people. And I harken back to
that's not a super team. They was homegrown. They didn't go out and get people. And
recruit. I'm harkening. Don't you stop me from harkening. Magic Johnson, Byron Jones, James Worthy. Huh? Because I harken back to a time where teams were super. You hear me?
They were drafted.
And you are right in that regard. You are right in that regard, George.
A free agent signing, a trade, or a draft. They're all player acquisitions. No difference. No difference.
Do y'all hear this?
So because a black man,
yes, I hear it,
month, y'all are upset at a black man.
Are you really making this a racial thing, George? Are you making this racial, George?
In Black History Month, y'all are upset that a
George
black man
made this racial.
Decided that I'm not gonna let no white man determine my path. I'm gonna determine my path in the white man's world. We're upset with that? No. I say no.
Right, Tesfa. Right, Tesfa. That's rule one.
Jesus,
in marketing, the rule number one is, and Keisha, you know this. You studied it. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
My degree.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Listen to me.
I got a headache.
Here's my. I first of all.
What in the Jesse Jackson? Shout out to the legacy of Jesse Jackson who passed away.
Yes. Shout
out to the legacy of Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson did not die for this.
First of all, I give LeBron
Ballard, you stay right here.
I give LeBron James all the credit in the world as being one of the greatest basketball players of a time, of all time. What I'm saying is LeBron had a responsibility.
Because he got there by trade. As my cousin mentioned, that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not drafted by the Lakers, yet he played on a super team with Magic and James Worthy. He arrived by trade, and that's what George is saying.
Player acquisition.
That wasn't That wasn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar saying, everybody meet me at 10 o'clock at the boys YMCA and let me make an announcement called The Decision, and I'm taking my talents to Los Angeles. That's not what that
Well,
was.
that happened.
Y'all keep talking.
That
I'll be
happened
right
in my
back.
home state of
Where you
Connecticut.
going?
And do you know that he donated money to that
I,
same
no,
Boys and Girls Club?
I'm nobody
You know
is
that they were blessed from the
my
offering
man.
that Brother James connected.
You know what? How old are you, George? Because you're giving me millennial vibes.
No, we're not gonna see. This is what happens. The benevolence of Brother James can't be overlooked. By the way, I'm 50 years old. October 7th, 1975.
Yo,
So you're
George
not a
is
millennial.
wild.
I'm trying to figure out why you talking like this.
Praise
Y'all
God.
George is wild.
really don't have a
George is
problem
wild.
with LeBron
benevolence of Brother
recruiting players,
James.
going to players to chase these rings and grabbing the best players. Like when going to get D Wade, you know, if they wouldn't have got Chris Bosh, they was getting Carmelo. Are you really okay with that?
Carmelo
It-
messed that up.
Oh, was you
I'm-
really okay with the Warriors getting Kevin Durant? Did you mention
Wait,
anything
No,
about
now,
that?
I'm not.
listen,
I'm not
Was
okay
you
with
ever
that.
mentioning about
listen.
that?
You see, but wait, well, hold on a second. Hold on.
Come on now.
Do you
I'm
see?
not
Wait,
okay
wait,
with
Key.
that
Why
either.
we
Wait, Key.
doing that?
Wait, Key. Because nobody's okay with that. Not even you. But guess what? Your man did the same thing, and you're okay with it.
LeBron did the
That's the
same thing
point
that
that we
Kevin Durant
Don't
making.
did.
give him
He
a
did
pass
not
that
do the
you
Nobody's
don't
same
give
thing.
okay
Kevin
with
What did he
Durant a
Durant.
do?
pass
Who did
on.
he go pick up?
A black man paved the way to make a choice for himself, and we upset with him.
Well, he didn't pay the way Oscar Robertson did that 70 years ago.
Well, he ran the race that Oscar rode.
And let me say this. You are absolutely right, George, when you say the All-Star game is lightly played for the first 3 quarters.
Yep.
That has always been. And when that fourth quarter starts,
Yep.
it's all gloves off. We going to war for the next 12 minutes. You know when it changed and it stopped doing that and the fourth quarter became nothing?
When?
February 17th, 2013, brother.
Okay. What game was that?
When Kobe told everybody leave
And
and
slapped the
banged his
ground.
and slapped his
floor.
hands on that ground and
You know
said,
why?
"Me and you, let's
You
go."
know-
No,
you know
no.
why
Let me
Kobe did
finish.
that?
Come on, Butler.
Let me
Well, you can
finish,
finish.
dog.
I'm gonna
Let
you
me
finish, and I'm
finish.
gonna tell you why
No.
Kobe did that.
He slapped
Because
the ground. Let's go, Bron.
I would also slap the ground in the All-Star game if my record against LeBron was 6-16. So
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you
Okay.
16 up on me in the regular season,
My
Okay.
nigga, it's the
let me come
All-Star
get this
game.
work
Okay.
in the All-Star game where I got all these
Okay.
big bad players behind me. Let me get this
Whether-
work
whether-
now.
Okay.
Whether
Come on,
Because
no,
that
no,
was
no, no, no,
definitely
no.
an
Come
ego
on.
play.
Jesus Christ.
That was definitely an
You-
ego play.
Y'all
16 and
not
6.
y'all
That
not
was
proving
an
my
ego
point.
That was
play.
Let's give him
definitely
a
an ego
I'm
pass.
play.
tired of this
We're not
dude.
talking about.
I'm
We're
tired of
not
this
talking
dude
about.
beat me down in the regular season. I can't get to the finals to play him because I
Thank
keep
you,
getting knocked
George.
out of the playoffs to get
Thank
to
you,
him. So
George.
let me get him in the All-Star game.
Thank you, George. Thank
First
you,
of
Get out
all,
of
George.
here.
And
his
that's on
record-
record.
Go
his-
fight
That's
his
on record,
record-
by the
Get out of
way.
here.
That's
His
on
record
record.
is 6-16 against LeBron because those 6 wins that he probably only got them when LeBron was in Cleveland and didn't really have a good team. Let's just keep it a buck here. Let's not play these games,
You
y'all.
can make up narratives.
Let's
but
not
you
play
do
these
some-
games,
if
though.
you do something
Let's
22
not play
It's
these
times and get
games.
it wrong 16
It's the
times.
truth.
You wasn't good at it.
Let's not play these games, y'all.
It's
Come
not
on.
a game. Those are facts.
Come on, y'all. Let's
Had
not play these
Kobe beat
games.
LeBron
Let's not play these
16 out of
games.
22 times.
Those stats
You
are
wouldn't hear
facts,
the last
Bubba.
of it.
But
You wouldn't.
even the All-Star game, it happened in the fourth quarter.
And it didn't
Let's
count.
go. I'm D'ing up on you. Let's go.
It didn't
And
count.
LeBron passed the
LeBron
rock.
was
Like,
this
I
nigga
don't want none of
count.
that smoke.
Somebody else do it.
So what I'll say to
But
that,
don't
George,
you
because I
think
did hear
the
your last
fans wanted
statement.
to see that matchup? Don't you think
It-
the
it-
fans wanted to see that?
It didn't
The
count
fans
at
saw it
anybody's
22 times, Dad.
George. It didn't count at
And
anybody's
he got
record.
whooped 16 in the other ones.
But people remember it. It's a moment, and All-Star games are about moments.
Back
You-
to
you-
marketing.
Car crashes, baby.
Yeah,
We're back to
All-Star
marketing.
games are about moments, and I think in that moment, and again, we can have revisionist history all we want, but I think even if LeBron challenges Kobe and misses the shot, it's remembered differently than him making a pass there.
Pat, remember the time He checked up LeBron and LeBron bricked it.
D-Lo.
Bricked
I-
it.
no, I-
Come on,
D-Lo.
D-Lo.
Because
You
because
know
there-
freaking
there-
daggone well.
Because there were
You
other
know
moments. There
daggone
were
well,
there were other
D-Lo.
moments in All-Star game history where
D-Lo.
those one-on-one moments happened, and
I'm not.
it
No.
was never rehearsed.
D-Lo, I'm not taking that. You already know how that's gonna play out.
I think the pass I think the pass was worse for him than if he had missed a shot. I truly believe that.
I
If
do
I'm
too.
LeBron, I would have rather missed
up,
the
Davey.
shot. I
do
would have
too.
rather have taken it to Kobe and missed the shot because at least people would have said, well, he went at Kobe. Kobe got him this time.
No,
that's all they
that's
would've
not how the
said.
narrative's gonna be. Come on, D-Lo.
Y'all remember
We
who-
already see
y'all
how it
remember
is
when
right
Magic
now. That's
Johnson
not the
came
narrative.
back on that All-Star game and he hit that last three-pointer?
David, they were scared to touch him now, David. That's
That's because he had that stuff on him. The only one that wasn't scared
Judge,
to touch him
Judge.
was Dennis Rodman.
He
Because
didn't
Dennis
take his
Rodman
prep
said,
that
I
morning."
probably got it too.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
D-Lo.
I'm sorry. The joke was there. The joke was
Okay.
there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And Kobe
Okay.
would have been the face of the league longer if he didn't take it to the wrong hole in Denver.
What?
see, I didn't want to see. That's the.
Oh
that's what I was
boy,
kinda-
Dave.
what I was trying to say.
No.
D-Lo, you don't pay attention.
No.
When I was
I
saying
heard
that-
him.
To this.
when
I
was saying
heard him.
that Kobe
I'm just
wasn't
like,
that's what I was trying to say
I
without
just don't have
saying
no
that.
words for that. I don't have no words.
But see,
I don't
that's
have
what
no
I was.
words.
That's the point I was trying to make without
I
saying.
got a headache and I'm nervous.
Kobe wasn't like back in the day, and yeah, that's what I was.
But George, and I know that was the point that you're trying to make, and that's why I was trying to say I agree with you. But even with all of that happened. He was vilified by a whole community of people, mostly
Yes, he
women.
was.
Absolutely true. But then he went and spent $9 million on Vanessa's new ring.
Pink
All
guy.
was forgiven at home. And then the rehabilitation of his image began. Marketing. And he went back to being the face of the league. Because you know what? After that, he went and won championships.
What hole? Who was in whose hole? What?
Keisha, where you been?
I'm looking at the chat.
Kobe would have stolen the ball. Oh, he's talking about at the All-Star game when Kobe slapped the floor and challenged LeBron to go one-on-one with him.
I'm reading the people what they saying about somebody's hole. Okay.
What? No, we're not talking about nobody. Keisha, no, don't. That's why there are some things we're
You
not
need
talking
some
about.
help? You need help?
No, I don't want no help.
No.
Not from you.
But
Not
but
from you.
but he he
Not
went
from
about the
you.
rehabilitation of his career and resumed being the face of the league at that point. Yes, there were always going to be some people. There were people who hated Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan got caught up in the whole gambling thing, he didn't stop being the face of the league, but there were people who hated him. There were. Everybody knew Michael Jordan had a gambling problem.
And why
Jordan was the face of the league while he was playing baseball.
Not for nothing. And listen, y'all could look. Allegedly, Michael Jordan's father may have died because of his gambling issues.
Okay.
See how I put the disclaimer on it? Okay.
I see you did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
So, at the same time, that's why I was saying you can be a villain and still be the face.
So how do we get to a place? I just really want to know, where did this narrative come from that LeBron James is responsible for all the things that's going on in the league? I just want to know, where did that come from?
I don't think that we say he's responsible for all the things that's going on.
No, I'm
in the
saying
league.
not just y'all, but I'm saying that
I
has
believe-
over the
I believe
media
that
that has
LeBron-
been the conversation.
I believe that if you're a part of an institution like the NBA and you are the face of the NBA, I believe that you should assume some responsibility on making sure that institution maintains everything that it needs to maintain to still be marketable, to still be desired of the fans. And quite frankly, I honestly believe that LeBron James passed up on that. Is it his prerogative to do so? It's his prerogative.
It is.
But at the end of the day, why not? Why wouldn't you?
I agree.
that-
I agree with that
I'm
testimony.
going
I
to
agree
say
with that.
something, y'all, and this might be controversial for us. We black men, black women.
Dave, be careful.
But, yeah.
Oh God.
But
Push a button on
I think
the beat.
Be ready for the mute.
LeBron gave the players too much power.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
And not all of the players are mature enough to have that power. We look at what James Harden has done with the power that he has to move here and put fat suits on, move there. We look at what Kawhi did with the power he had.
But is
James
that
Harden shouldn't have
LeBron
no
James'
power.
fault, or is that
2 for
Adam
12 in a
Silver?
game 7. He shouldn't have no power.
No,
Is
that's
that a
on
LeBron?
James Harden should
that's
have no power
on
nowhere.
LeBron.
That's
That
not
is
an album
on
Silver?
LeBron.
Let's take for instance, because I think this conversation started off with the horrible Sam Dunk contest.
Okay.
Let's take for instance, let's talk about the year LeBron James is
I
on the
agree with this, Overseer
sidelines.
Hendrickson.
LeBron is on the sidelines, and I guess that year the slam dunk contest was a little whack.
And he walked over and on the TNT microphone said, "I'm preliminarily throwing my hat into next year's slam dunk."
He
did do that.
He said, and before you start giving any excuses, because you're about to give him a pass.
I'm not gonna give him a pass. LeBron is a liar.
So
okay.
So he gets on the mic and he
I
said,
mean, that's
now
facts,
Oh
though.
no.
That's something that happened.
George, I can't
say
call
that.
honestly, George, I can't call him a liar there. He did say preliminarily. He did say that.
He got caught up in a moment, got caught with a hot mic next to him.
So he did not, but he never actually committed. He never
didn't
actually
need to
committed.
say anything either, though, D'Lo. He didn't have to say anything either.
But
right, I agree with that. That's what the problem is, Keisha. And that's where it comes to. He has carefully curated his image, because I agree, he didn't have to say a word. If he was thinking about it, he should have left the thought up here. Talk to Rich Paul and his team. Okay, I'm thinking about doing it. Let's see how it shakes out next year. And if he felt good, All-Star season next year, the day before the All-Star game, yo, I'm in the dunk contest this year. They wouldn't have told him no. He LeBron.
And here's how we bring it back. As the face of the league, he should know he has the gravitas to say that he's going to be in the dunk contest 12 months from now. Is going to let down a lot of people if you don't show up. Why? He's a liar. Like, that's it. Like,
I totally agree with that, George. Not the liar part, but
he lies.
Dwight, Nate, great charismatic, man. They doing a great job.
He got caught up in Cheryl Miller's eyes and started lying.
But she don't like what I like.
I'm about to say Cheryl Miller like girls.
She don't like what I like.
Eyes, you never know.
And she too manly to look at.
Hey, you never know. She probably had a carrot instead of greens one time for dinner. You never know.
I'm not. I'm just not.
It's all vegetable.
She didn't do nothing with that whole.
And I agree with George. He shouldn't have said nothing.
He
should have kept his mouth shut.
There was no brain trust around him. Nobody to tuck his sweater.
Nobody was looking for him to say anything.
No, LeBron don't need no brain trust, does he?
The heck he don't.
He definitely needs a brain trust.
He definitely needs a brain trust.
Because some of the things that he has said during the course of his career, we all be looking at him like, come on, bro.
So
he's done a lot of stupid things. He's made a lot of bad moves.
As I attempt to finish,
he traded a whole team for Russell Westbrook. He's done some stupid stuff on his
that Russell Westbrook situation.
At that moment where he preliminarily put his name in for the 2010 slam dunk contest, he got the fans excited.
Mm-hmm.
He got the league excited.
Mm-hmm.
He got the players in the league excited.
True.
He got the judges excited. He got Nike excited.
Oh, Nike was over the moon.
He got everybody excited. And then, I'm not doing it. Now, is it his fault that the dunk contest is trash? Partly so. It most definitely is. Why? This guy cuts me off every time. George cuts me off every time. He never wants to hear the truth. You don't want to hear it. I'm not even finished saying what I'm saying, bro. I'm not even finished saying what I'm saying.
New creative dunks that come down like manna from the heavens that are created because LeBron did the
That's
dunk
what I
contest
want to
one
know.
time?
Who is he
Absolutely
going
not.
against?
Manna from
Dunks
heaven.
have run out.
Who is he going to dunk by himself?
Dunks have run out. It's not his fault.
Here's the problem with that statement.
I
That
don't
you
know, because
making,
Mac
bro.
McClung put up a video after the dunk contest. That stuff I ain't never seen before.
Never seen it. Here's
That
the
last
problem with
one where
that.
he
With
threw
that,
it up under him and
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
LeBron is
Yeah.
LeBron a part? Is LeBron a part of the reason why the dunk contest is messed up? Partly so. I would have to agree. He is a part of the problem,
Golly.
and the reason
That's
why he's a
nuts.
part of the problem is because it was him that started the whole stars are not participating in this anymore.
Oh my gosh. This is nuts. This is nuts. I'm with
Okay,
you
you
when
know
I'm with
what?
you.
You know what? Let's just put on our
Can I add something?
imaginary caps
Yo,
right
did
now.
y'all see
Can I add
Let's just put
7
our
p.m. Brooklyn?
our imaginary
Did
caps
y'all
on
see
right now.
7 p.m.
When
Brooklyn?
Kobe
Did y'all see the
Bryant
new episode with
participated in
7
the
p.m.
dunk
Brooklyn?
contest,
Y'all
was he
Let's
didn't
a
put
see
our
it?
superstar?
imaginary caps on right now.
D-Lo,
What do
did you
you
see
think?
7 p.m. Brooklyn?
What do you
I
think
haven't
would have
watched it this week.
happened?
You should see what
Not even.
Carmelo said, exactly what Butler's statement was. Go watch it.
Let's
Go
just.
see what he said.
Was Kobe Bryant a superstar when he participated in the dunk contest?
Not
He
yet. He
was
was like in
not.
his second year.
He was
Not
18
yet,
years
because
old.
it was in his second year.
So show me the
But he's
tape.
the all-star.
Show me the tape on Kobe Bryant's superstar achieving dunk contest.
He doesn't have to do it anymore because he won.
So no, he never did it as a superstar though. So that should affect everybody that's behind him.
What's he in the All-Star game?
No, because
Right.
after him, there were still superstars participating in the
Oh,
dunk
I can't
contest.
wait for y'all to go see
You got
7
Jason
p.m.
Richardson was a superstar.
Nah,
Stevie
not a
Francis
superstar.
was a superstar.
Who?
Stevie Francis was a superstar in
Nah,
Houston.
not a superstar.
Speaking of Jason Richardson, prayers up for Jace Richardson, because I think he died on his dunk
Twice.
attempt.
His hair
While he
saved.
was doing a dunk?
Yo,
Yeah.
Keisha, you
He
didn't see
fell
the
right on
video
his head.
of Jason Richardson's son laying on his neck?
Oh, and he missed it.
Oh my
He
God.
died
He
twice.
fell
He
right on
got
He
his
got
back.
blocked by the side of the backboard.
You know,
That
you
thing
saw
was
He
terrible.
fell right
doing
on his
this, that's the
back.
first
I
step.
had a
His hair saved his life, Davey said. His hair
y'all.
saved his
When
Yeah,
life.
I
saved his
seen
life.
that dunk, I had a thought. I'm
Why
not
was
That
gonna
thing
he
was
say
terrible.
about
out
who
Yo,
there?
he
or
went down. I went,
what.
oh, he did.
All-Star
Why
game.
was he
Listen,
there?
All-Star weekend was mediocre at best. I'm not gonna say that it was a complete trash.
I agree, Overseer Hendrickson. You can't compare those guys to Kobe Bryant. I do agree with that.
I'm not gonna say that it was a complete
But-
trash.
No,
or a
not the whole
complete
weekend. The
wash,
dunk
not the
contest
whole
was.
weekend.
The-
I honestly believe that the Rising Stars, they set a
That was
tone.
the Rising Stars Friday night was good. The G League. You know who set the tone for the weekend? The G League All
But they
Stars.
hungry.
Cause those young boys came to bring it to the rookies
It's a
like,
different
I
type of
deserve
breed.
your spot.
Yeah,
it's a different
They
type of
brought it to
breed.
the rookies like, I deserve your spot. We coming for y'all tonight.
yeah.
But no,
So
seriously. Go ahead, Butler.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the shootout. Of course, the what is it? The
3-point contest.
no
The shooting
the
stars.
shooting
Challenge.
stars. I enjoyed the shooting stars. Of
Of
course,
course you did.
I
The
mean,
orange and blue took home the championship.
orange and blue.
And
Orange and blue
Allen
had
Houston
ice in
still
their
can shoot
veins for
that
that.
thing.
Allen Houston
But
can still
remember
shoot that thing.
when we saw the lineup, I was like, if the Knicks don't win this, because they had the three best shooters in the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, if the Knicks don't win, something is wrong here. I said, Adam Silver rigged this for the. I ain't gonna front. I said, George, you'll appreciate this. As a Knicks fan, I said, Adam Silver rigged this for the Knicks to win this.
I would have to agree with that.
You can't convince me. I'm like, you gonna put three shooters.
Well,
And then when they said everybody's got a celebrity passer and the Knicks have Rick Brunson, I said this nigga was an NBA point guard passing him the ball.
Right.
Come on,
One team got
this is
They
rigged.
had Brewski.
Yeah.
Brewski was sort of
Right? I'm like, this is rigged.
Yo,
I'll
Douglas
take
is asking
it.
a
As
question.
a
He
Knicks fan,
said,
I'll take it, but this is rigged.
yo, we got a
I-
question. There's a question
I-
in the comments. He said, can you tell me if LeBron James committed in the dunk contest, who is he going against? Name.
Okay, so who were the top dunkers of 2010? You'd have to go back then because that was
Dwight Howard.
who
You
won
had
who
Dwight-
won that year? Who won in 2011?
Look it up,
Because-
D-Lo.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson won that year,
Okay,
and he won against Dwight Howard.
he did. That is correct.
So you still got Dwight Howard, you still got Nate Robinson. Listen to me. I'm throwing J.R. Smith in there because personally speaking, I don't think there's too many people who had a dunk package like J.R. Smith.
Yo, J.R. Smith was a problem.
J.R. Smith had a dunk package in game.
Oh, we agree with that, Overseer Hendrickson. It was definitely the shooting stars was definitely rigged.
Yeah, but you know what? The Knicks almost messed that rig up, though.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They almost messed that rig up.
I
They had to
didn't
get to
watch it.
38. They almost messed that rig up.
Yeah, Corey Maggette was making shots he didn't make during his career. I was like, what? I said, this nigga. I said, when did Corey Maggette get a 3-point shot? What happened?
He was a dunker too.
Corey Maggette was a dunker. That is true.
He was a get up.
I thoroughly enjoyed the 3-point shootout. The dunk contest wasn't.
Willie says, do away with it.
The dunk contest wasn't.
Everything.
It wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible.
But it just wasn't good.
But it wasn't good enough to be. It wasn't good enough to be the last thing of the night.
And I don't do this very often, but I got to tease your team a little bit. What was Jackson Hayes doing?
Man, that boy was on.
I don't know. They really hyped him up though. They hyped him up.
They did. And then he did that dunk like.
Jackson Hayes is the one that he's the one that won, right?
No, Jackson Hayes was the Laker.
He did a regular dunk me and you can do, Butler.
No, I can't do no dunks.
Butler can't do no dunks.
I told you when that young man fell, I had a memory. I went back.
Butler's dunk package is over.
I went back. When I seen that young man fall, I said, this looked very familiar.
Willie said Jay Rich's son is still in concussion protocol.
I think so.
That's Jay Rich.
Yo, his head bounced off the floor.
It sure did.
Honestly,
that jump was not funny.
He's dead.
No, that jump was not funny.
Jay Rich's son, that first dunk, I thought Jay Rich was gonna come out.
Yeah, I was hoping he would. Actually,
been there.
Right, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with. Just from a nostalgia purpose, like, because again, the dunk contest is about showmanship. How do you not bring out your father, who is a former dunk contest champion?
Right.
That's because the father probably not claiming him.
Maybe not. It's some issues there. I know it.
Dang. Now you got fathers not claiming they seed.
Y'all know Jay Rich. Y'all know Jay Rich. Jay Rich was Jay Rich. Let's not act like Jay Rich was not Jay Rich.
And I gotta say this. I don't get to defend LeBron very often, but yo, Ron Harper Sr. played himself at that interview.
That was terrible.
He played. What did you bring up LeBron for?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God!
What did I was pissed. Like, come on, and I'm not a LeBron fan, and I'm like,
now his poor kids
what was
won't
the
get
point,
no playing time. His poor kids might get shipped out of the league for that.
No,
right.
they're going to the Wizards.
Nah, Dylan is too nasty.
Everybody going to the Wizards.
Now, Dylan can play. That other one, I don't know.
Yo, yeah, Dylan Harper's a problem. Dylan Harper's a problem. I agree with you.
No, but that really was kind of crazy, though. That was no need for that. That was really embarrassing.
Oh, damn.
Butler, don't you listen to right and go back on that court.
That was very embarrassing. I feel like as a black man, you really, really ruined that moment.
Yeah, Sam, he did say his hair saved his life. That was Reggie Miller who said his hair saved his life.
As a black man, you ruined that moment. You didn't have to go there. It wasn't.
You really
that serious.
did. I mean, that was a moment to talk about how
Your
it was.
son.
You have two sons in the NBA.
Yep.
Two.
Right now.
Some guys don't even get one. You have two sons in the NBA. That was a moment to celebrate a chance to be on the court with your sons.
Always our own.
And you made the moment about somebody who wasn't thinking about y'all.
Or never said anything about you.
Nothing. Like, what are you doing?
What he said, I'm not gonna make my sons do what they want to. What he said,
was
something like that.
He was like, I'm not LeBron James. He was like, I don't force my kids to play in the league.
And the bad part is somebody went and found his original tweet when Bronny got into the league that was championing real. Michael Jordan.
It wasn't even AI. Like, it was a real tweet.
The receipts don't lie. Yeah, that was a real tweet.
That was a real
tweet. Like you trying to do stuff just Jason says just like Jordan not claiming Ant-Man. Yo, that rumor's been running around for years. That Ant-Man is Jordan.
We know that Ant-Man ain't Jordan kid.
And we need to stop pulling him to face too. Stop having that conversation.
Not Coke residue.
Now, Ant-Man can be the face of the league, but
He don't want it.
his
He
off the
don't
court
want
stuff.
it.
He got this baby mama stuff.
No,
No, that's not it,
Because
Davey.
again,
He said he don't want it even
that's
before
not
then.
going to stop you from being the face of the league. Ant-Man don't want it.
He don't want it. He
y'all-
said that so many times.
He don't want it
Y'all
because he
see
like that
Ant-Man?
cat too much.
Davey,
He got to
what
slow
you
down on the
doing?
cat if he want. Face of the league got to be married, got to be clean cut.
The husband of one
Have
wife.
you ever a single face of the league?
They ain't got to, but he could be
George,
married.
One wife.
But he could be married, but
It's like a bishop.
please
He
don't
got to
think
be
for
the
a second he
husband of
clean
one
cut.
wife.
Well, not too
to be
many
the face
bishops
of the
like
league.
women.
Ain't none of them niggas been clean cut.
You
Let's
ain't
just
got too
be
many
real
bishops
here.
that like
But
women.
at least they had the bishopric. They were the husband of one wife. Jordan,
Juanita was a lawyer. She knew Mike was a philanderer, but she waited until the end of his career after he got all the Nike money and said, "I'm a lawyer, so I'm gonna take this settlement now." Thanks. I'm not gonna ruin your career.
Cookie was just sitting back like, all right, go ahead and play.
Right.
you can't be single and be the face
Going
of the
nowhere.
league. It ain't
Going
gonna
That's
nowhere.
happen.
not true, Davey.
Go ahead and play a little cookie game.
Cookie stayed with
Teacher,
Magic.
name one that's
Cookie stayed
single.
with
That's
Magic.
the
We
face
all
of-
know how that
that's in
turned
the
out.
face of the league. A single person.
Cookie stayed with Magic, but we all know how that started out.
Davey.
Cookie stayed
Davey.
with Magic. Cookie stayed with Magic because she's cousins with Dr. Sibby.
Come on.
Is she?
No,
a bomb.
do not
There's a
listen to
bomb
Mama.
in
No.
Gilead.
They had different types
No.
of medications. I don't even, yo,
Cabs-
for a long, no, I ain't gonna hold you for a long time. I didn't even think that
Willie said it
Magic
was Cavs
Johnson
beef
had it.
because Braun was a better Cav than Ron Up.
No,
That's
to be
true.
honest, I didn't
That's
think
true.
that Magic had it. I thought that was just a marketing thing.
He didn't
Well-
have. He didn't. Well, he
I
sure
don't
didn't
think
have
he
the one
has
on. He sure didn't have the one Arthur Ashe had.
No,
Arthur Ashe got out of here.
Arthur Ashe was out of here quick.
Arthur Ashe had that choir director one. And he had that.
Whoa!
Good night.
Whoa!
Nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Whoa!
I'm not a part of this. I'm not a
David
part of this.
Wright!
I'm not a part of
Yes,
this.
go off screen.
I'm not a part of this.
Overseer Hitchington, that cat has messed up quite a few guys. Absolutely true.
Yep, Klay Thompson.
Absolutely. Well, Keisha.
I said it.
Keisha told me. George done went off camera. Keisha, no.
Klay Thompson
No.
is jacked up. He's
Klay
jacked
Thompson.
up.
Klay Thompson's doing just fine. Him and Megan are in love.
No, he jacked up. Megan did something.
Now he
to him
can't
just
shoot
like,
no more, but they in love.
No, Klay Thompson over here eating good and everything.
Overseer
He don't know what
Hendrickson
to
said
do.
Cookie is a saint. God covered her from the H-ray. Right, Bishop Woodall. This show is off the rails as usual. Yo,
It ain't my
Tesla,
fault.
this is what we do. We back, y'all. We are back.
Jesus.
Help us.
So All-Star game. I'm giving the All-Star game out of a 10. All-Star weekend, I'm giving it maybe a 6.5.
Booty.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because the only thing I did not like was the dunk contest. That I enjoyed Friday. I enjoyed the rookies tournament. Let's call it
I mean,
what it
I
is.
had to go to the bar to watch the All-Star game so I wouldn't fall asleep.
The 3-point contest was
Are
terrific.
y'all okay with Dame
Shout out
being
to
in the
Dame. My man Dame Lillard pulled the reverse Larry Bird. Remember, Larry Bird didn't take off his warm-up jacket. Dame didn't take off his warm-up pants.
But y'all okay? We okay with Dame being in the 3-point but not playing in the season?
Yeah.
He came back. He just came back.
His shooting. He did okay. So we've been talking about LeBron and the whole 2010 situation. Because Dame wasn't one of the original ones that was supposed to be in it. Dame called Adam Silver and said, "Yo, can I do this? I want to do this for the fans."
Right.
And he had to get medical clearance.
Respect to Dame. He put the fans first.
It's
Dame
no
put the fans first.
It's no contact.
Like George said, no fanfare. He didn't lie to nobody a year early. He didn't make no bogus claims in September. Oh, I'm going to be in a 3-point shootout. He just showed up and said, I want to be in it. Can I do it? And they said, let's get you checked. Can he do it? Yes. All right, you in the contest. And that was it. And then he walked away with the whole thing.
Much respect.
Now what they're going to say
respect
is
to Dame Lillard.
Choke that thing up, boy. He choked.
Respect that
Why
damn.
Curry didn't play?
Curry's hurt.
He's hurt.
Curry's another one's hurt, and that's why Dame already reached out to him for next year, because next year is gonna be in Phoenix, so they're still gonna be out west. So that's why he said Dame. So it's gonna be.
They need to end the night with the 3-point contest.
I agree.
Instead of the
Next year,
dunk contest.
definitely. Next year, definitely.
Nah, they need to do
because
one-on-one.
you talking about Dame, you talking about Curry, you talking about Clay,
Clay.
you talking about Devin Booker. Honestly, I hate to say it, that's the field. Don't put nobody else in there, and give them 2 rounds.
Why they don't do the one-on-one like the women do?
Because no player is ever going to agree to that because they don't want to lose.
Yo, that one-on-one in Unrivaled is
the one-on-one in Unrivaled is unmatched. I was watching that over the weekend.
Can you imagine Kyrie playing somebody one-on-one?
Oh my god, yo, that would be ugly.
Now
that's
LeBron
just it.
can't.
Nobody don't want to get crossed up by Kyrie Irving in a one-on-one.
LeBron, I'm gonna say it again, Keisha. LeBron ain't got a bag, so he can't get in no one-on-one game.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't want to see LeBron in a one-on-one at 41 years old.
He barely can run down the court.
I wouldn't want to see LeBron in a one-on-one.
No,
I wouldn't want to see him in that tournament.
He can't barely get down the court. The Lakers have a horrible defense. You think he's gonna play one-on-one?
Oh, hold on now. He lead the league with fast break points.
But I agree. Could you imagine a Kyrie Irving, a healthy Dame, in a 1v1?
Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi in a one-on-one?
In today's social media and GIF and meme.
Yeah, all somebody would have to do is get crossed one time, and it would live forever. Posterity on the internet.
One-on-one is perfect for Jalen, because all he do is hold the ball, so he will love
never
it.
doing that.
T-shirt is powerful, Superintendent. But real talk. That 3-point contest that they've already set up for next season, that needs to close All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
Y'all think they're really gonna do it though?
Cause those guys ain't liars.
They said it.
And listen, and this wasn't not for nothing. Dame shared it publicly, but this wasn't a public conversation. This was a private conversation between the 4 of them. And Dame just happened to share it publicly, but they had already discussed it and agreed amongst each other.
Yes.
They didn't get in front of a microphone and go, "I'm preliminarily throwing myself."
The arc on Devin Booker's shot.
It's perfect.
It's like flawless, yo.
It's perfect.
I thought he was gonna win.
He came close.
Yeah.
That last rack messed him up.
That last rack ate him up. And it was his money. And that's what Reggie was like, yo, that's your money ball rack. That's your rack. You put it there. Mm-hmm. He missed 4 out of 5. He would have won, but he missed 4 out of 5. But that's what you love. You love to see it come down to 2 great shooters where one shot would have changed the whole thing.
Well, they about to lose to Curry. He ain't missing.
I don't know. Dame is a problem.
Nah.
Dame is a problem.
Nah, I got money on Curry.
Dame has won this contest 3 times.
Dame beat Curry before,
Curry though.
Yeah.
He ain't play against Curry.
Yes, he did. He's beaten Curry.
When?
Dame's won this contest 3 times.
Against Curry?
Yeah, 1 year Curry was in there when Dame won.
I think that was the first year.
Don't matter what year it was, he beat him.
I don't care who it is. I know that's going to be a very good 3-point shootout.
I'm looking forward to February 19th through the 21st.
They should do that
in Phoenix.
They should do that. They should do that joint. They should do that joint during the finals.
Yo, that for real, that would be fun.
Somebody mentioned and said that they should do the All-Star Weekend at the end of the season.
In between 2 of the games, they should just do that contest.
Would you think so? Like at the end of the season, have an All-Star Weekend at the end?
That was L's suggestion. L's original suggestion was to do
I
it at
don't
the end
see
of the
nothing
season.
wrong with it. To be honest,
I like that idea.
Me
but
too.
you take
I
out
don't
the
see nothing
finals
wrong with
appearance.
that.
You take out the guys that's in the finals.
Right. If anybody from the finals makes it, it's just like the NFL. Because anybody from the Super Bowl gets selected to the Pro Bowl, they get a replacement, but they still get the dignity of being an All-Pro.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, you can easily replace that.
I tell you what.
I like that.
Being that it's the end of the season, you can bet your dollar that's going to be a fully competitive game.
Yeah. This the
because
last time we're gonna
everybody
Right,
see
because
each
because there's
other.
no
everybody gonna
second
be
half to
trying.
worry about. Right, there's no second half of the season to worry
Nobody
about.
got anything to worry about. That's one too. But everybody gonna be trying to go out that season saying, "Look what you gonna get next season."
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. It will
And
be
as
a
far as
different
the dunk
mindset.
Yeah, Sam,
contest,
he's up there with Larry Bird now in terms of winning the
as
three-point
far as
contest.
the dunk contest, I honestly believe that they should let teams like somehow let teams that are like in the top four during the year, like the same way you get the coach for the number one team at halftime, halfway through the season, the coaching staff is coaching the all-star team. I
Hmm.
think that you should let in the number one team in the Eastern Conference, um the number two team in the Eastern Conference, the number one team in the Eastern Conference, the number two team, I mean in the Western Conference, and let those guys find those dunk whatever it is that's in those different states, and let one of them
Yes, that's for like the
represent
Pro Bowl.
your team. Those because contrary to what George is saying, those dudes, them street dunkers, they got fresh packages, bro.
Oh yeah, but the professional dunkers, yeah.
Right. So what you do is the same way, or matter of fact, pull one of your pull one of your G League guys out.
That's what they did last year, though.
I mean, Mac McClung has been owning it from the G League for the last few years.
Yeah, that's what they
So
did.
I
But he
mean,
was the only one.
but I think the reason why they won't do it is I think the idea is the All Star Weekend from the NBA standpoint. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just think this is the NBA's thought process. Is it's supposed to be a showcase of their talent,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
get that, but everything is under the umbrella of that logo.
You gotta
And
spread your
so
wings.
at some point you're gonna have to expand it to the entire brand.
Yeah, you're gonna spread your wings
It's
because it's
all under
not
it's
working.
all no matter what, no matter how many of these logos that we see, NBA, oh I'm sorry, G League logo, WNBA logo, all of that stuff is still somehow, some way connected to
To
that
the
Jerry
NBA.
West logo.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah,
so
I mean it's all connected to the Jerry West logo
yeah,
at the end
and
of the day.
so
Absolutely.
at some point, like, yo, let's make it all inclusive. Because the truth of the matter is WNBA stars are at NBA All-Star Weekend
True.
doing promotional stuff.
True. Well, they were not this year
Okay.
because they about to go on strike. So,
Oh jeez.
What?
but that's another conversation.
They supposed to, but that's gonna be
It's
dumb.
it's not looking. Brianna Stewart. Let me put it to you this way. I don't know if you said
Angel Reese must be leading this.
Brianna
No.
Stewart. And I know you didn't see it, Keisha, because I know you would have said something to me. Brianna Stewart has signed to play with the team in the Euro League starting like next week. Once Unrivaled is over.
Brian Stewart, you mean?
Stop, man.
Now she the only one out now.
She one of us. She's a
Now,
Liberty. She's one of the New York Liberty. She's
don't
one of
touch,
us.
don't touch, don't touch.
But Brianna Stewart has signed to play in Europe. When I saw that yesterday, I said, "Oh crap, they're going on strike." She's one of the vice presidents. So if she doesn't sign, she knows something. She knows
Something
something.
is about to go down.
When I
You
saw that, I
think
said, "She's
They
playing
this
better
for
be
ain't
us."
the time
careful.
for them to strike. This
They
ain't the
better be
time for it.
careful because that I
What?
mean, with the way that the league has been coming up, this could actually be the thing that dismantles that league.
This is very
Don't know.
true. And I mean,
Well, we said that last year when
I gotta go get some more of Kayla's baked chicken. She bodied that.
go get
we
some more
said
baby
that
chicken.
last year when Me Bounds was over there trying to protest and try to say certain things, and I was just like, "Why is she over there saying?" And they said it then. Cheryl Swoop, she said, "This is not the time. Like,
Right, because this year
this
is
is
the time.
not the time."
Because this year is the time. Because the collective bargaining agreement is over. So now we can say and do whatever the heck we want because we don't have a contract.
But Dila, I don't even think this time is the time either.
It's not the time from a
We're
financial
just now
standpoint.
getting there.
I agree with you. But here,
Finally.
but here, but
Finally.
but here is the thing: when you were unprofitable for 27 straight years, you have 1 year of profitability, and then you ask for the moon from a business standpoint. Now, I'm not saying the players shouldn't get paid, but again, from the business standpoint, the league is going to look at you like you've had 1 year of profitability.
You got
One.
27 years to make up for.
We don't know if this is sustainable yet. We can't give you $1 million a year contracts yet.
No.
We don't know if this is sustainable yet.
Correct.
But the players are not budging.
This is crazy.
Come on, they came out at their All-Star game last year. Pay us what you owe us. And that pissed me off because I'm like, that's not a good look.
We can't blame that on LeBron.
Do you know who started? You bring that on Angel Reese.
That is not Angel Reese. She championed it, yes, but she didn't start it. No.
Yeah, her bow-legged self definitely did that. But listen.
Bow-legged?
No. But listen. I'm just not. The tickets are about to go down for Liberty. They are about to go down when Stewie leaves. Do you know that?
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens because I read the entire article. Written into the contract is she has an out for once the WNBA season starts. I think she's banking on the fact that the season may not start on time. I think she still believes there's going to be a WNBA season, but because it's going to be there's more than likely going to be a work stoppage. It'll be like the NBA some years back when they had the shortened season and they couldn't start till December because of the collective bargaining agreement. And the Knicks went to the finals that year. I think we're looking at one of those types of deals with the WNBA this year, where instead of starting first week of May, we may be looking at the first week of June. But players like Breanna Stewart, who quite honestly is older, 33 years old, her body is already in a conditioning where she needs to be playing. She needs to be. So she can't afford to have an extra 4, 5, 6 weeks off at 33 years old. If you ever notice, if you watch, and guys, you know this because we saw NBA strikes and lockouts. That first month of basketball after a lockout is terrible. It's terrible because these guys are creatures of habit. They start their off-season workouts at the same time. They start their ramping up for the season at the same time. You throw a lockout in there, it throws everything off. And so now it takes you longer to get into game shape.
They don't have access to the facilities.
The facilities, nothing.
That's why you remember Oliver Miller?
Because once you're locked out,
came back 400 pounds.
Breanna Stewart can't go to downtown Brooklyn she can't go to downtown Brooklyn to the facility down there. Because once you locked out, you locked out. And the team doesn't allow you to work out.
And I honestly believe that is why Chris Paul got handled the way that he got handled with his retirement.
I'm telling y'all, go and watch 7 p.m. There's 2 episodes. It's the one with Chris Paul, and it's the one that Butler was just talking about as far as LeBron. I'm telling y'all go watch it.
How about a co-ed 3? No, I don't need a co-ed 3. Listen, honestly, the only thing that needs to change, Sam, All-Star Weekend is the dunk contest. The 3-point shootout is perfect. And as much as I would love to see a 1v1, it's never going to happen. Not the NBA. You might get it. You might see the WNBA adopt it because Unrivaled has cornered the market with that 1v1.
Yo, that 1v1 is so popping. Butler, you got to see it. Dave, y'all got to see it.
Shout out to the point guard. Shout out to the point guard, Chelsea Gray.
She won again.
$200K.
She won. Yo, but Paige.
Right, they gave $200,000 to the winner.
Paige, 1-on-1, bucket.
Yo, she gave Paige Buckers the business.
Yo, what's my boy? He out here doing a lot of.
She said, "Oh, you thought you was going to take my spot? No. I'm still the best point guard in this thing."
Ain't Mike Beasley here killing people 1-on-1? What they doing over there?
That 1v1 thing? Yeah, they have a 1v1 for former ballers and street guys that you can catch that on YouTube and on
people that can't pass drug tests.
Yeah, the guys who can't pass drug tests, absolutely. The guys who can't pass drug tests.
And Beasley.
Those guys, yeah. And yeah, they play 1v1 for $100,000.
But Beasley getting buckets. He's a bucket.
But Beasley's ability to score was never his problem. Everybody said Beasley could play. He could score. Yeah, he's a mental case.
Can't pass a drug test.
Can't.
Dang.
Can't pass a drug test.
Him and Lloyd Daniels.
And Lance got too much Coney Island in him. much. Lance and Sebastian had the same problem. You got them out of Coney Island, but you couldn't get the Coney Island out of them.
Facts.
The only one who got it was Steph.
Yeah.
And that was by the skin of his teeth. He had to go to China. He had to go to China. Because if he had stayed here in America, in New York particularly, it would have been a wrap for him.
Oh, listen, as much as I love Steph, that's my boy, that's my brother. But at the same time, coming home was the worst thing for his career.
Yeah.
I stand by that. We were all excited to have him as a New York Knick, especially those of us who know him. But that was the worst for his career. Yeah, I think that was the worst thing for his career. He should have never left Minnesota.
You talking about Steph Marbury?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steph should have stayed with KG.
Well, I'm granted that that is a given, but I don't see like he wasn't having no off the court issues when he was here in New York.
Yes, he did. Three words: Anuka Brown Saunders.
Oh.
That's Isaiah Thomas related though.
Steph was named in that lawsuit because he sexually assaulted one of the women in the back of one of those limos because him and Isaiah was doing point guard things.
What? They did a train?
I don't know, but allegedly. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly.
I can't name names because one of my dudes that I grew up with that went to.
We can't say stuff. Right, certain things we cannot say.
Yeah.
But allegedly, part of that issue was Steph allegedly got it in with an intern.
So she was trying to get a bonus.
And that was the thing that cost Steph his marriage.
She was trying to get a bonus. A promotion.
And it happened in the back of Isaiah Thomas's limo. Allegedly.
Did he have a gun in the car? He had a gun in the car. He got caught in Coney Island with a gun.
No, that wasn't Steph.
She was like, I can't tell.
Yeah, that was the cousin. That was
George,
Thomas. That was his cousin.
She was like, I need to make sure when I graduated college, I get a job.
Get back here, George.
She was like, when I graduate college, I need a job.
That's what said they passing the rock in the limo. Yo!
Oh.
Y'all are wild. Right, Justin? There's a lot of things people didn't know. Like, again, Steph is my man. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
How y'all feel about the way New York has stacked up? Since we're talking stacking teams, how y'all feel about the way my Knicks have stacked up?
I'm not going to say nothing because if Bishop McCann was on here, he would definitely kill me on what I'm about to say.
Well, Bishop McCann is asleep in Spain right now. So...
Go ahead, say what you want to say.
He's in Spain sleeping.
I'm sure he will rewatch the show tomorrow.
I already told Butler on the side.
Yes, Sebastian, his cousin. Yes.
What I think is going to happen.
What you think is going to happen? I don't know what you said.
We said a lot of stuff, but I just think Jose. I don't know about Brunson.
You don't know about what?
I don't know about Brunson.
Nah, I don't think.
Jose Alvarado is not taking Jalen Brunson's spot.
Come on,
I didn't say that he was taking Brunson's spot.
He's not.
But he's
going to get some more minutes besides Jalen Brunson. They'll be on the court together, but he will not be on the court in crunch time ahead of Jalen Brunson.
But what I will say, I don't think he's going to take Jalen Brunson's spot. They're not dumb. I will say that it will show a lot of Jalen Brunson's weaknesses with Jose on the court.
Now wait a minute. Hold on.
Know that. It's going to show some weaknesses.
In the clutch, if Mike Brown in the clutch will take Karl Anthony Towns out for Mitchell Robinson, why won't he take Brunson out for Jose?
But he's done that in close games when they needed a stop. You will have Brunson and Towns on the bench, and you had Deuce and Mitch in the game. So
it's going to be Jose now.
That's not right. It'll be Jose now because Deuce is
out.
It'll be Jose. It'll be Jose and Mitch.
Yeah,
that won't surprise me at all.
What everybody's been rooting for and saying about Brunson, y'all really about to see with Jose on the court. Watch.
I saw this with my own eyes in Philadelphia. The Philly
Absolutely.
fans
This man is GTA 5. That's what exactly.
seen
He's
him
absolutely
hiding out of
there.
bounds. He was
Grand Theft
hiding out of bounds
Alvarado.
and came and stole the ball from out of bounds from somebody. And the Philly fans were screaming, Jose, Jose, Jose.
Those were Nick fans. You was there. Listen, David, you was there. You know that building was 90% Nick
It was.
fans.
I left out of there and went straight to Taco Bell. I went straight there, nonstop.
Well, here's what I will say. I
Jose,
think that
Jose.
they are definitely singing it, y'all. Here's what I will say. First of all, let me preface this by saying this: his father was an incredible point guard.
El went to school with Jose Alvarado's dad.
His pops
Christ the
was
King.
Wow.
no. Jose
No.
went to Christ the King.
Oh
His
yeah, Jose went to
his
Christ the
father
King.
went to junior high school 126 with me, and then Eastern District.
Did you go to Erasmus though?
I went to Erasmus Hall and then transferred to Grover Cleveland. Yeah. Because the Jamaicans at Erasmus Hall wanted to smoke every day with me. And I was like,
Oh
I
God,
can't do
yes.
it.
And Eastern District was the only team in our division that had a bunch of Puerto Ricans on their team.
And that's why
Yeah.
David Caton got kicked out of there.
Out of Eastern District?
No, Erasmus.
Out of Erasmus. Okay.
I think that the Knicks front office has built
What's
this
it called now?
team.
Grand Street campus? Ugh.
Yeah. I think that and it's actually a very good environment now, much better than what it used to be.
I always thought it was cool that they were like the first city school to have artificial turf baseball field. I thought that was always cool.
That
Bro,
was
you got a
that was
Knicks
incredible. That was incredible. I think that they
You
are
look good in a
building
Knicks
this
shirt.
team. They're building this team definitely to take the ball out of
Got it.
Jalen's hands.
I agree.
You gotta take the ball out of Jalen's hands because Jalen did something's not clicking up there. He is not.
Captain.
He is that's what it is. That captain thing. So
Captain.
now he is
He's a captain.
holding that ball he's holding the ball. It's not even at the end of games anymore.
I think he has PTSD to his time under Tom Thibodeau, where he feels like late in games he has to be the guy, and
Well,
he has to understand that with this offense, that's not necessary.
let me tell you. And here's my thing with him, because I know that Jalen Brunson can play run and gun basketball.
Absolutely,
How I know it? I
he
seen it
did it in
Sunday.
Villanova.
I saw it Sunday.
Oh, well, in that game against Philly. Oh
in
no,
that
in the
the
first
first
game.
game.
Yeah.
In that first game, when they was running, he had no choice but to run.
You saw when he put Cat on skates.
So when he put Cat on
Cat,
skates,
I said, why is Cat trying to guard him? What is happening
Good
here?
for him.
so when he put him on skates,
He put Cat on skates. Like, what
put him
are
on
you
skates.
doing? What are you doing?
I think that the Knicks got tougher with these
Agreed.
acquisitions.
Agreed.
I
Alvarado
think
is so on.
oh God, what Alvarado did the other day in Philly,
To Barlow. Or Bartow, whatever, however his name is pronounced.
my man was like, I
it
mean,
Barlow or Bartow?
he
I
looked
can't
like he was about to fight the whole team. Like what?
And you know, when they asked him about it, I love his response. He's like, "That's my teammate. Like, we're not gonna do that."
We ain't
He
doing that.
said, what I like,
He said, I
the
appreciate a
foul was
hard foul. He
hard,
said,
but
yeah, he
all
said, I
that
appreciate a
extra
hard foul.
staring.
The
He
extra
said,
stuff, right. That
I don't
was
like
the thing.
that extra
He's
staring.
like, I don't care about the foul. I get it. But all that extra stuff, he was like, I had to let him know.
So he's from South 10th and Bedford Avenue, not too far from where the Commodore Theater used to be, and the rats smoke crack.
Pierre says that he's the best closer on the team. No one else is as clutch as he is on the team. I mean, that's true, but also no one else has had the opportunity to be his clutch. So we gotta take that with a grain of salt. If
Your man,
I'm the guy who's gonna have the ball, and I'm gonna primarily have the ball in the final 5 minutes of the game, I'm gonna have more opportunities to be clutch than anybody else. But
Check
I
this
can
out.
think of a couple of times where he's had to make passes, and OG Anunoby has hit big shots.
I
If
don't
we
think
go back to
Bridges.
last season, game 2 against Detroit, that was Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't think it's gonna happen every night.
No, that was game
right?
3. Game 3 against Detroit, that was Karl Anthony Towns.
I
Karl
don't think
Anthony
it's
Towns
gonna.
won that game for us.
I don't think it's gonna happen every night. But here's what I will say: your boy Jose can shoot.
And that's just it. I don't need him to do it every night. He just needs to do enough to keep teams respectable.
And in Philly, when he was
He went nuts.
smoking that 3-point line, I was like, wait a minute. Now I know first. Well, I
He
watched
wasn't
him in
doing
Christ
that
the
in
King a little bit too. Huh?
And on New Orleans, no.
He wasn't doing that in
That's been one of the knocks on his game. Even his old high school coach used to say, like, he's not really much of a shooter.
No.
But there's something to be said about coming home. The Knicks have one of the best shooting coaches in basketball on their staff. I think that 3-point number goes
Who said that?
The league.
Who said that? Come on.
The Knicks shooting coach is widely regarded as one of the best in the business. It's widely regarded as one of the best in the business.
Jose.
And it's reflective of the numbers
Jose.
because the only person whose 3-point numbers are down this season are Cats. Everybody else's numbers are way up.
Because his freaking tumble feet.
And the Knicks are the best 3-point shooting team from the corners in the NBA.
True.
So somebody said, do we think that y'all think that JB shouldn't be the first option? I'ma say no, but that's not my team.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that JB shouldn't be the first option.
That's not my team.
I think that JB should make better decisions as the first option, because being the first option doesn't mean that you have to take every shot. Michael Jordan was the first option in Chicago.
How about that?
LeBron James was the first option for most of his career. He didn't always take the shot. Sometimes being the first option means you're the first person to make the best decision.
The greatest first option decision I have ever seen in my life.
John Paxson or Steve Kerr?
Both of them.
Everybody thought Jordan was going to shoot that ball. He gave one year he gave it to Paxson. The next year he gave it to Kerr.
And then against Utah, he said, "Brian Russell, I got it."
Wait. What about the game? The 55-point game at the Garden. That was Wennington.
Oh, he gave it to Bill Wennington.
A wide open dunk under the rim.
But Keisha, but that's the point. Obviously, you're too young to remember this. But you were like 5 when this game happened, so I'm sure you didn't see it. But Jordan had 55 in the Garden after he came back, and
with a pair of tight sneakers on.
Last play, but the Knicks were there. The Knicks were right there. It came down to the last play of the game. Starks had him locked up. They forced him where they wanted him to go. And the first option, everybody would think Jordan is going to take a shot. My man slipped the pick and tossed it into Bill Wennington for a layup to win the game.
And then he ruined basketball because he passed.
Shut up, George.
We didn't say that.
George, that was a good one. I love it. I love it, George.
Yes, Jordan ruined basketball because he passed the ball right there. No,
I love it, George.
But that was the point, Keisha, about being the first option. The first option is about decision making. You don't have, just because you're the first option doesn't mean you have to take the shot. It means you have to make the best play.
So JB is not the first option?
No, he is the first option.
He's the first option, but he got to make the right play.
He has to make the right play. He can't feel like the best play is always him taking the shot. Unless it's like El said with that game last week where you getting anything you want in the final 3 minutes of the game at the bucket and you're up 1 and need to go up 3 against Indiana, and instead you take an ill-advised 3 from the top of the key.
Right.
That's not smart basketball there. You keep going to the bucket because the officials are giving you everything you want at the bucket.
I'm thinking
if Indiana breathed on him in the final 3 minutes of that game, if Indiana breathed on him, it was a foul. Mm-hmm. And then you gonna take a 3. What are you doing?
I'm just saying. I know I'm not the only one that think this because the chat is saying JB probably need to take a little break.
No,
Justin
JT
said so. Jose be no. When Jose is in the game, Cat is the first option. And if you notice, that chemistry is building between Cat and Jose. So I like what I'm seeing because the way Mike Brown runs his rotation is this: his starters start 6 minutes into the quarter, he pulls Cat and puts Mitch in for the final 6 minutes because JB is going to play the entire first quarter. So JB will sit the first 6 minutes of the second quarter, and Cat starts the second quarter. Right. You start him with Jose to start the second quarter, Jose's gonna feed Cat the ball. You're about to
But
see a different Cat in the second half, I think.
but ain't
What's wrong with
is
that?
No, that's
Cat
great. That's
Dominican
smart. That's
is
good.
Cat
That's good
Dominican?
coaching. That's good coaching. Is Cat what?
He's Dominican, right?
Yes, Cat is Dominican.
And
No, I
Jose, I
think he's
thought
Puerto
Puerto Rican and
Rican.
Dominican
No, he's
didn't.
Puerto Rican.
No,
He's
Cat
Puerto Rican.
Cat is Dominican.
Oh no,
Jose's
Jose
Puerto
is
Rican.
Puerto
Jose
Rican.
is Puerto Rican. Jose is
I
Puerto
thought they
Rican.
didn't get along.
Well, on this
Cat-
team, they gonna get along. On this team,
Cat
they
is
gonna get
black.
along.
Cat is black. His mother's Dominican.
He Dominican. He half Dominican.
He has Dominican. His mom is
His
full blooded
blood,
Dominican.
his blood say he black.
His
I mean-
father darker than me, Doc.
His blood say he black.
Yo,
Now,
Carl
does he
Town
have-
Senior
Is
is
definitely
black.
charcoal.
He got a
Carl
Dominican
Town
mom.
Senior is black.
He got a Dominican
He's
mama.
black.
Blackity
Al
black
Horford
black.
daddy?
He got a Dominican mama, but he is black.
If he
Okay.
blacker than Al Horford daddy, then he in the
Listen.
he in the house.
He black.
Yeah, I've seen Al Horford's daddy. Al Horford daddy black. That's true.
Man,
Al Horford daddy is as black as the
is a
screen
burnt
behind
man.
me.
He closed his eyes, he disappeared, huh?
He's gone.
That's a Wesley Snipes.
They call
Right,
Al
you know,
Horford-
he
they
Wesley
call Al
Snipes
Horford
black.
dad 3 a.m. in Spanish.
You don't even want to turn off the light for him.
There's
Yo.
a lady at my church, she's so black, she got out my car, the oil light came on.
Yo.
All right, I love y'all. Good night. Okay.
Yo.
Good night. Good night. Mm-mm.
No, Keisha, come on back. You got to close the show with us. You're here.
No. No.
I know Davey went too far.
Davey
He
is
went
out
too
of order.
far.
No, Davey
went
is
too
out
far.
of order. No. Davey is out of
That's the
order.
truth, though.
That's the
Ted
truth.
Simpson said Carl Town Jr. got Dominican tendencies.
Davey is out of order. Davey, you can't be doing that. You
Oh,
can't
that
be
was
saying
good.
stuff like this.
It's true.
NBA season resumes Thursday night.
Yo, you cannot.
National television. The Detroit Pistons come to the Garden to face the New York Knicks on Thursday night at 7:30. It's going to be interesting to see. I echo Iman Shumpert's sentiments. Everybody's crowning Detroit now because they've beaten the Knicks pretty handily a couple
Why
times
is
this
Butler
year.
still
But
laughing?
it's hilarious. But Iman Shumpert was absolutely right what he said today. He said it is clear that Detroit has a chip on their shoulder where it comes to New York. And they've been played these first two games as if it was their game 7. He said New York hasn't really stepped into who they are, and the playoffs are very different. He said, so, you know, how much more can Detroit get up for the Knicks when they haven't truly seen the Knicks yet?
I like Shump as an analyst. yo.
Yeah, his takes
He's
are
good.
good. His takes are really good.
Oh, he said that on First Take.
Yeah, his takes are very good.
Yeah.
Yo, Justin said, listen. Yeah, Ted, I did want to address that. I'm glad you mentioned that. So, obviously, tanking has become an issue, and we got to get out of here, but tanking has become a huge issue in the NBA. And so now Adam Silver is exploring ways to deal with the tanking issue. I mean, tanking's been around forever, but now it's egregious. It is like you've got teams that are holding out healthy players. You had Utah who had Laurie Markkinen and Jaren Jackson in the game, and they were dominating. They took them out to start the fourth quarter. The game got close, and you never reinserted 2 healthy players, and that's becoming an issue. So there's been a cry to eliminate the draft lottery. Ted Simpson here makes a great point. What about a draft lottery tournament?
No.
Where you
corny.
take those, I don't know, take those bottom teams after the NBA Finals, or actually, because there is a week during the play-in that's happening, because let's be real, the season ends on Sunday, play-in starts on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Thursday is the play-in, and then the real playoffs start Saturday. I think during that week that the bottom feeder teams should play an NCAA style single elimination tournament for the number 1 seed. And for the number 1 spot in the draft.
Oh, play for the number 1 draft pick.
Play for it.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do away with the lottery. You take the 12 teams, so you got 30 teams, 10 from each conference. You take the final 10 teams, and you do a single elimination NCAA style tournament, knockout, one and done, and you play it over that same week. You play, huh?
I wish they would have did that with Wemby.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
But I don't think it's going to be. They're going to find a loophole.
The players are not going to want to do it, right? The players are not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
But I like the idea. Right, Justin says that ain't a bad idea. Listen, you want to tank, cool, but ping pong balls are not going to decide whether you get this number one pick. You got to win your way to the number one pick.
And who really cares about the number one pick? The organization or the players?
Right.
Right. The organization cares.
Because I'm not going to bust my behind for you to go get this high school or this freshman that's going to
take my spot.
Right.
that will eliminate tanking.
Right.
Because you can't tank. Because there ain't no guarantee you're going to be in the top 8.
That's right.
And the other thing I would like to see them do, and it will probably never happen either, but I want lottery protections removed from trades.
Yeah.
I want lottery protection. But even before this whole thing where we're not going to get Washington's pick because they're clearly tanking and we're owed their pick this year. But I've been saying this for years. I've always felt like lottery protections were a cop-out. Because if you want to make this trade with us bad enough, no, you can't protect that pick.
Right.
No, you making a trade, you making a trade. That's it. So if I want your number one. If your team is bad, it's just bad. That's not my fault.
That's true.
I think what we got to get, if they fall under 8, they keep it.
Right. 8 or lower, they keep it. If they end up 9 or higher, it belongs to the Knicks.
They're gonna go right there.
But that's why they're tanking. Not so much because again, you get more ping pong balls when the worse your record is. So like it's not you can't guarantee that it's going to be, but they want to give themselves the best chance of not falling out of the top 8.
I hope.
But wouldn't it be great at the lottery if that first one comes up and it's like with the 12th pick, the Washington Wizards pick conveys to the New York Knicks.
I hope it comes right to 9 or 10.
That would be poetic justice. That would be poetic justice. I absolutely agree with that. But or if it hits 9, right? If it's 9, and they have the most ping pong balls, and they still end up with the 9th pick. That has happened before to a team where they fell completely out of the top 3, and they had which team was it? I forgot who it was. Where they fell completely out of the top 3, ended up with like 11, and they had the most ping pong balls. That sucks.
Yeah.
That absolutely
all that losing for nothing.
Right, for nothing. But I do think that there's something. Somebody call Adam Silver, get Adam Silver on the phone, and tell him we want a tournament to determine the number 1 lottery selection.
And stop worrying about the daggone All-Star game.
Right, because like you said, there are things to fix. Fix the tanking. Fix the bad.
Absolutely.
You watching dudes take 6 steps with 3 refs looking at them, and nobody's
going
to
don't call nothing.
I'm like, you gonna tell me that was a gather?
Stop getting emotional. Nobody came here to see y'all.
Right.
Realize who the stars of the game are and call a daggone game right.
And get some of these women refs out of here.
That I've been saying that. I've been saying that for 2 years, Dave.
And I'm all for
it seems like every Knick game has a female official now. And again, I'm not misogynistic. I believe that women are great at what they do. But I do not believe that women should be officiating the men's game.
Not at all.
I do not believe that. I believe that they should be officiating in the WNBA. Give them jobs there. I'm fine with that. Can women officiate? Absolutely. Should they be officiating the men's pro game? No.
They can even do conflicts. But these are grown men. And that female energy, I know I'm getting in trouble for it. I know. But
Lord, we're
That
gonna have to do a
female
disclaimer.
energy just ain't doing it, and they get emotional.
Yeah.
They it ain't gonna, because if you keep the females in there, you're gonna get some other kind of things in there to
Oh my
referee.
God. Okay. All right. All right. I just feel like I feel like they missed too many calls. The women I feel like the women missed too many calls. The men's game is fast paced. It's different. And if you're a woman who came up officiating the women's game, what they do in the men's
Can't keep
game
up.
is not they don't do the same thing in the men's game. The men's game is too high flying. Even with all 3-point shooting, the men's game is too fast and too high flying.
Mm-hmm.
And in the men's game, it's a little different because, a ticky-tack foul that may not look like much in a women's game can really throw off somebody's shot in the men's game because of the strength of these men.
Yes.
And so if you don't blow the whistle there because you think, oh, that was light contact, no.
It's light for a woman, but
Right. It might
for a man
have
that's
been light.
250 pounds that lifts
Right.
weights all day,
Right, you
that
got
doesn't mess up.
a 150-pound woman with a 145-pound woman. That's one thing. But when you got 280-pound Carl Towns driving on a Vika Zubats down the middle, and Zubats gives him just a little bit of a nudge, that's enough to knock that 280 pounds off of his course. That's a foul.
And they don't see it like that.
Right. You got to blow the whistle. So I just. And Ted, do not join. You know what? You Church of God in Christ people.
Bro,
Simpson, you know he got your back. You know he got you. Pronoun refs. I'm done. Show's over. Show's over. Show's over.
Ow.
Right. Ain't nothing to say after that, George. Ain't nothing else to say.
Reaching.
The rules are still the same, and most of the bad calls are being made by the male. I mean, it's both ways. I mean, but the female officials are just as bad, Pierre. I agree. Some of the male officials. I think, unfortunately, with the NBA having this push to get younger with their officiating, because I follow Ref Masters on TikTok. I do, because y'all know I'm crazy like that. I'm a nerd where it comes to this sort of stuff. So I follow Ref Masters, which is run by NBA officials, and like. There is this push to get more referees because they're trying to get the referees younger. But that may not always be the best thing. I said last week, I miss Hugh Hollins. I miss Steve Javie. Because these are guys who, those brawls that we saw last week, you wouldn't have saw that in those games that those guys officiated. Because the first hard foul, they would have pulled the two players together and said, knock it off.
Shut it down, yep.
They would have told, knock it off.
Yep.
And that would have been the end of it. Or everybody would have been ejected. Like, they used to get mad at Hugh Hollins for having a quick hook, but he didn't play.
He didn't play. And you got Jalen Duren in there playing basketball built like a Honda Civic. And you just feel like nobody should be able to touch him.
Right.
Or push him or nothing like that. Like, no, this is a physical game. Just because dude's skinny don't
mean you 6'10", 275 of pure muscle. We gotta push you.
You gotta do something to play you, bro. What are you doing? Like, no.
We gotta put and his buddy Isaiah Stewart.
Speaking of Jamaicans.
Yeah, I know. That's one of yours. George, like, we don't claim him.
I can't. When the Olympics come around, man, I'm just going to sit down and just be quiet.
George, like, we don't claim him.
I'm telling you, all that Olympic talk, I'm just going to be like, hey, Jamaica, we did good, didn't we?
You're not excited for Isaiah Stewart playing for y'all in 2028?
I'm excited for the Twins. I'm excited for Norman Powell.
Okay.
I'm excited for AJ DeBonsa.
Okay.
I'm excited for Nick Richards.
You're not excited for your big man?
And I hope he twists his ankle. I hope he got a
one thing he's gonna do. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight.
Not for nothing. I hate to say this, but Isaiah Stewart offers nothing to the game of basketball.
Nothing.
I mean,
nothing.
Charles Oakley was an enforcer, but at least he could shoot. Dennis Rodman was an enforcer to a certain extent, but Dennis could make shots and he hit free throws when the game was on the line. Anthony Mason could handle the ball and pass to the rock. So, there being big guys big Honda Civic built guys, as George so eloquently put. We've had these guys in the league for a long time.
Forever.
But they still actually played basketball.
Yep.
Isaiah Stewart does not play basketball. He doesn't.
Filling out the toughness quotient.
Right. And had the nerve to double down on it by saying after the fight, what do you think that they drafted me to Detroit for? He said this, y'all. Like, this isn't us putting words in his mouth. Dude said it. All right, so you're basically letting us know you're not here to play ball. Right.
I'm just here to set the record straight on a sucker. Like calm down, bro.
Right.
Like,
what are we
What are you doing, man? Let's can we play ball?
Sam said Stewart needs to play hockey without a hockey stick.
Right. Just as soon as they get on the ice, just throw your gloves off and just
start swinging.
Looking for somebody.
Just start swinging.
Yep.
But the NBA has, I agree with George, they have a lot of problems that truly need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And the biggest of those is the officiating. Because like I said last week, and George just echoed those sentiments, if y'all saw the show last week, y'all know I went on a rant about the poor NBA officiating. And my team wasn't even involved in any of the fights. But it was the fact that this should not be happening.
Two a night in two different locations? No, it shows you that it's not just something small. It's like it's going around to everybody. Call the game right. Keep the game under control.
That's your job.
Thank you, Tesla. Please. Keep him off the squad. We got enough, yo.
But we'll see what happens. But NBA resumes Thursday night. Short slate of games on Thursday as we prepare to get out of here. Thursday night, as the NBA resumes, Pistons, Knicks, Rockets, Hornets. Hornets have been playing very well. They've won 9 out of 10 and look like they're making a push to get out of that play-in and try to get one of those top 7 seeds.
Charles Barkley might get one right this time.
Right. Brooklyn, Cleveland, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Indiana, Washington.
Did you see Ant talking to Jalen Johnson after the game?
No, I didn't see it.
Yo, they caught it on camera. He's talking to Jalen Johnson, was like, I saw y'all got Kuminga. I can't wait to come home.
Is Ant planning to leave Minnesota?
Yo. And I'm like, I know you're just not talking about visiting to play them. And
Ant-Man with Jalen Johnson, Zach Ricochet, Jonathan Kuminga. That could be a problem in the Eastern Conference. That could be a problem in the Eastern Conference.
He's a country boy. He wants to play in Atlanta. So
that could be a real problem in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Ant-Man gets a chance to go home, that might be an issue. Suns, Spurs, Celtics, Warriors, Magic, Kings, and Nuggets, Clippers fill out the slate for Thursday night as we get back to basketball in the NBA. But as always, thank you guys for joining us on this crazy show tonight. We did a little bit of everything tonight. We laughed at a little bit of everything tonight. I think the general consensus is that the All-Star Weekend doesn't need to go, but maybe the dunk contest does. I think there have been some good ideas. Again, shout out to all of you who joined us. Tesfa, Sam, Ted, Pierre, Bishop Woodall, Justin. Who else did I see? It was a lot of people. A lot of y'all was on here tonight. We appreciate it. Overseer Hendrickson. I said Bishop Woodall. Willie Green. Just everybody. We appreciate y'all on tonight. Join us back here next Tuesday night. We'll be back. Let me tell y'all now in advance if it'll be a pregame show or a postgame show. It will be a postgame show. Knicks play the Cavs next Tuesday, so we stopped doing watch-alongs because every time we do a watch-along, the Knicks lose. So we do a postgame show on Tuesdays when the Knicks play. And so far, so good. Since we went to this, the Knicks are 4-0 on Tuesdays. So we're good. We're good. The Knicks are 4-0 on Tuesdays since we stopped doing watch-alongs. So join us after Knicks Cavaliers next Tuesday. as the Knicks will go to Cleveland and get their first look at the new look Cleveland Cavaliers with James Harden, who I think we all agree is not a needle mover in Cleveland.
Oh man,
He's not a needle mover in Cleveland. I don't know what. You know what? Not even gonna do it. We out of here.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it next Tuesday. After the Knicks beat them again. But that's another. So now you got a whole back. Now you have a backcourt. I mean, your previous backcourt wasn't good defensively, but now you got a backcourt that plays no defense. None. And you got Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart coming in. One that's going to push the pace, and the other one who's going to footwork you to death.
Yeah.
Against guys where neither of your guards can stay in front of either of them. What you going to do? Who, and then you traded the one guy in Hunter who gave Jalen a little bit of problem defending him.
Yeah.
You asking Jalen to give you 50. That's what you're asking. Anyway, I'm going to leave it. Y'all have a great night. It's Orange and Blue Skies as always. Thanks for hanging out with us again as always, George. Y'all check out the Hello Beautiful People podcast. It's live. He had to fly solo this past week. I listened to it today. Good show. It was a micro podcast.
I had to rebuke them.
Everybody called out. Don't you hate it when the people call out from work? They just be calling out.
I had to rebuke them musically. All of you that saw the group chat today.
Oh, you let them have it?
Oh no, they let me have it.
Oh, they let you have it because of what you do.
They heard that rebuke, that musical rebuke.
But that was funny. That rebuke was hilarious, though. I laughed real hard listening to that today. I laughed real hard. But y'all check out the Hello Beautiful People podcast with Victor George Smith and all of the wonderful things that he's doing. Until next Tuesday, y'all have a great night. Have a great week. Orange and Blue Skies as always. Later, everybody.
The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown and shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, Church Guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ.